A special presentation here brought to you by the Saints Sports Network. This is Bishop Dwenger Live. We have a beautiful pregame show for you tonight, broadcasting live from the field level down here where all the fun is happening prior to the game. Hi, everybody. Sean McBride, joined by my partner in crime, one Joe Warden, and an old dear friend of ours who knows the sideline Swami personally.
That's true.
He is the publisher of Northeast Indiana Game Night, Casey O'Boyle. Thanks for being with us tonight, Casey.
You guys, this is so much fun to be back with both of you. Thanks for the invite.
You are more than welcome. Glad you are here. It's just like deja vu all over again, right?
Yeah, I'm having some feels, for sure.
Some feels. All
Sean,
right.
real quick, I'm not sure why Casey wore red and black tonight. That's
Yeah,
I got the memo. It was red, white, and blue.
You're a very confused individual.
Well, I'm colorblind. I noticed you're wearing a sweatshirt, though, and it's 90 degrees.
Well, so he's got the red. There's a little bit of blue in game night, and the white in his beard is
Thank
what
you.
completes the ensemble.
You get it.
Yeah, I'm not one to talk about white in the beard. Well, hey, folks, again, thanks very much for being with us tonight. We can't thank you enough. An exciting game on tap coming up at 7 o'clock. We wanted to get together. This is homecoming for Bishop Dwenger, and we're really looking forward to tonight's action. So we thought we would just take a minute or two, talk about what's going on here at Dwenger. Then we're going to talk about what's going on in the SAC. And finally tonight, at the end of our pregame show, about 6:40, we're going to do a look at tonight's matchup. And maybe one of these two fine young men right here sitting either side of me is either going to wear the Tuffy head or the Spartan helmet. And so we are very much looking forward to that. But right now, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Saints Gridiron Club. This is a new club here on the campus of Bishop Dwenger High School, looking to do some great things for the student athletes, not only within the Dwenger community, but also in the lower grades. And I know, Joe, you've been a large part of this movement, and unfortunately, the president, I think he's a little late getting here. We had to go live, so we're going to turn things over to you to kind of talk about the Gridiron Club, what it means, what its mission is, and how they're looking to impact Bishop Dwenger High School.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Saints Gridiron Foundation.
Yes.
I know you said club, but that's okay.
Well.
Saints Gridiron Foundation, you can check out more details at saintsgridiron.com. But really, it's a group of alumni, Bishop Dwenger alumni mostly, that got together and want to help support the gold helmets in any way they can.
Right.
So the landscape is changing. The cost of running a successful program is changing. And we want to make sure Dwenger has everything they need and all the resources they need to make sure that, A, their youth programs stay successful, their coaching staff stays successful with clinics, send these kids to camps, whatever we have to do to help the gold helmets remain successful and relevant till the end of civilization. That's our motto.
I love
till
that.
the end of civilization,
Absolutely.
Casey.
And
Wow,
Casey,
that's a long time, Joe.
it's a long time. We probably won't be here to see it, but that's okay too. Casey, when we look at the landscape of high school football, not only in Northeast Indiana, but around the world, and especially here in the U.S., we've got some significant changes that have happened in, let's say, the last 5 to 10 years, and even up to a couple years ago. You know, technology, equipment, personnel, as Joe mentioned, clinics. You know, this isn't your dad's football anymore.
It all takes money.
It all takes money.
Yeah.
That's right, and resources. And again, Bishop Dwenger wanting to not only remain elite, but stay elite. Elite doesn't mean exclusive. We don't want to exclude anybody here. You know, if you want to come and you want to wear the gold helmet and you're willing to put in the work, we want to have those resources there for those kids by the time they're either in fit football or CYO, you know, to strive and be on the track to wear that gold helmet someday.
Absolutely. And I think Bishop Dwenger has always positioned itself as a front runner in
Right.
many, many ways,
Yeah.
especially on the gridiron. And why not have the Saints lead that brigade here locally?
Yeah,
So I think it's a great idea.
I agree. So, Sean, what we're asking folks to do is go to saintsgridiron.com, donate $5 a month. That's $1 for every state championship that Bishop Dwenger football's won. $5 a month, now until forever. And then collectively, the resources will be there to ensure everybody that wants to wear a gold helmet, regardless of what feeder school they go to, have that opportunity. They have an opportunity to go to clinics, camps, and it's just a great thing. Bishop Dwenger's a special place. It changes lives for many people. I was one of them. I was a public school kid that came here. And this group of fine men, fine alumni, most of them former football players, have gotten together, and we're doing everything we can to help Bishop Dwenger.
And Joe, to that point, let's talk a little bit about the gentlemen that are involved in the Gridiron Club. I know at the home opener, we talked to the chairman of the board, Mr. Kevin Burns, a friend of ours, but guys like Shane Arugio and some of those other guys out there, these are games that you, or names that you know and can feel confident about making these donations to, right?
For sure. Greg Eifert, Joey Cologne, Dr. Bodrab, just top to bottom, John Kaufman, the head men's basketball coach at Purdue Fort Wayne. Just a great bunch of guys, and I'm sure I'm leaving some out, but a lot of guys that are ready to go.
Absolutely. Okay, so the Gridiron, SaintsGridiron.com. That's it, right? $5 a month forever. That's all we're asking. If you want to give more, you're certainly welcome to, and we'd certainly appreciate that.
I might have screwed that up. That might be my first screw up of the night.
No.
GridironFoundation.com.
GridironFoundation.com.
Trivia question too. How many state championships?
It's my last screw up.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to keep track of that. All right, so that's going to do it for the Gridiron Club. A lot more to talk about tonight as we move on through the program. I think we're going to take a little early break here. I know we got a couple minutes, but right now would be a good time to transition. So we're going to ask Brian Gillette, our director, if we can take a 1-minute break. And when we come back, a lot more to talk about. We're broadcasting live from Bishop Dwenger High School, where tonight the Saints will take on the Homestead Spartans. It's homecoming. Lots going on out here. Great crowd, great atmosphere. Stick around. We're back in 1 minute. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Tippmann Group is a family-owned business that's proud to call Fort Wayne home. We build cold storage facilities all around the United States, run one of the largest cold storage companies in the nation, and lease office space in Fort Wayne, like inside the Lincoln Tower.
Hi, I'm John Tippmann, president of Tippmann Group, and our family has been part of the Bishop Dwenger family for many years. We are a proud supporter of Dwenger Athletics. Go Saints!
From Italian classics at Salvatore's to sizzling fajitas and bold margaritas at El Azteca, premium steaks seared to perfection at Shorty's, or the freshest seafood at Paula's on Main, and of course, the iconic Powers Slider. Proud to be locally owned and operated, the Salvatore's Restaurant Group provides unique dining experiences crafted with passion right here in Fort Wayne. Wherever you join us, it's always our family serving yours.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is our pregame show. We're coming to you live from Bishop Dwenger High School, and we certainly want everyone to have fun and enjoy themselves, and please not walk in front of our shots, okay? We've got the camera going here, so Terry, it might be better if you're over here, to be honest. No? Okay. Anyway, so let's get down to it. Again, we're talking SAC football here tonight from Bishop Dwenger High School. We've got a huge matchup we're going to talk about a little bit later, but with Bishop Dwenger's win last week over the Carroll Chargers, things have now become quite interesting, Joe Warden, in the SAC race here. And specifically, we talk about what's left for the Bishop Dwenger Saints tonight. These are all teams that factor in to the SAC race.
No, you're exactly right, and it's time of year I really start digging into the Sagarin ratings. And right now, Fort Wayne Dwenger is atop the Sagarin ratings in the Summit Athletic Conference. That's what that win last week did for them. Right below them is Carroll, and then tonight's Homestead. We'll cover that later. Yep. But there's some other really good teams, talented teams looming out there that the Saints will face as the season goes forward. Northrop, Lures, Snyder, Casey.
In that order.
Yep.
In that order. What 3-1 Northrop, 1-3 Lures. Don't let the record fool you, right? It's always a battle. And then Snyder sitting at 2-2. What do those three teams, Casey, in your mind, what challenges do they present for the Saints?
And let's kick off with Northrop, because I haven't had a chance to talk or look at those guys. But
sure.
From what I hear, there's some really scary, talented kids on that squad.
Skill guys galore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most skilled Northrop team I think I've seen in 40 years.
For sure.
Wow.
And they are so good. With the transfers that came over from Bishop Lures, took them to a whole nother level. They've got the Ohio State recruit, Quay Guilford, who's a difference maker, Maddox Weil, the young sophomore receiver, another target for David Callison at QB. They can score in a lot of ways, and they are really, really talented. and their line play on both sides of the ball has improved, and that's why
That was
they're
usually their
dangerous.
Achilles heel.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
And they're playing with a little bit of an edge, and they actually had a game last week against this Homestead team that we're going to see here tonight at Shields Field that they probably should have won.
Yeah.
They outgained the Spartans by, I think, about 160 yards, and as you guys know, in a high school football game, that usually translates into a W. They've
Right.
got some issues in special teams, something to keep an eye on, but that's where the Saints will have an edge, but that's a dangerous opponent.
Interesting.
Northrop
Again,
has beaten New Haven, Huntington North, Fort Wayne North, and lost to Homestead. They're putting up 33 points a game, only giving up 20.
Yeah.
I remember the days when Northrop was giving up 45 a game. It's a different Northrop team. Saints will have to be ready for them.
Yes, and if Dwenger has an advantage, like I said, it'll be their special teams, that dynamite defense that the Saints have, and the ability to run the ball. That clearly they want to do that more than pass it at this stage of the season.
Right, exactly. So again, when we look past Northrop, which I know the team won't, but for our purposes right here, we go to the south side and look at the Bishop Luers Knights. Again, as Joe said, maybe a 1-3 record right now generally means nothing
Yes.
to the Bishop Luers Knights. We've seen time and time again, year after year, this is a program. It's not a team. They reload. They might have some deficiencies here or there, but to a man, I've never seen a squad that comes ready to play like Bishop Luers does each and every Friday.
Well, certainly traditionally that's been the case. They're off to a slow start this year. Some of that's the schedule. Some of it, all their skill guys are young kids, mostly sophomores. So there's growing pains with that. But you talk about line play. They're almost the opposite of Northrop. Superior line play. I think their offensive line is vastly underrated. It will continue to get better as the year goes on. And their defensive front four is, I think, the best in the area, even better than Dwenger's, and that's saying something.
Beefy.
Yeah.
Well, beefy and long and athletic. They've got two really good defensive ends in the Taylor brothers, Ale and Jaron. Phenomenal football players. They were actually Homestead kids at once upon a time.
No kidding.
Yes, and they are outstanding, both Division I talents, two big guys in the middle. Their front seven is dynamic, and that will be a great matchup for the Saints in a few weeks.
Okay.
Bishop Luers, their 3 losses this year, at Leo, at Andrean, and then they lost at home to Snyder, 0-9. Luers is averaging 7 points a game. The offense has struggled.
Yes.
Again, young guys. And I have heard through the grapevine that people at Bishop Luers, some people anyway, think this Bishop Luers sophomore class is the most talented class that's ever come through Luers. And that's saying something.
Well, they're kind of taking their lumps right now.
Sure.
But you know darn well by the end of the season they're going to be very, very good, and then certainly in a year or two.
You know what other sophomore class took lumps?
Yes.
This senior
Yeah,
class for Bishop Dwenger.
that's right.
Absolutely.
When they were sophomores.
And they got a lot of varsity reps, and then maybe it didn't work out or didn't look so good back in the day, but it's starting to pay dividends right now.
That's exactly right. And then again, for the Bishop Dwenger Saints to close out their SAC contention teams in their schedule, not to discount Southside, but it is what it is. Snyder Panthers starting off at 2-2 this year. Again, they've had some heavy contenders up front with a loss to Warsaw and a loss to East Noble, but picked up wins. They're on a 2-game win streak right now. What are you seeing out of this Panther squad right now, Casey? Are they moving forward, or where are they at?
Yeah, of course. It's Snyder, right?
Yeah.
And you talked about Sagarin. Well, you know, the Swami's got his own poll in here too. And those 2 losses to Snyder are the top 2 teams on the Swami's poll: Warsaw and East Noble.
Yeah.
So that's saying something right there.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really good team again by the end of the year. They had some injuries. They had some setbacks to kickstart the season. That passing game concerns me for the Panthers, but the defense is going to be nails by the end of the year. And again, in 3 weeks, when the Saints have to face up against Coach Kurt Tittman and the Snyder Panthers, it's going to be another really difficult challenge.
Yeah.
Bishop Dwenger, win or lose those 3 games, and tonight is going to be battle tested when the sectional comes around. There's no doubt about it.
It sure
You
would
got
be.
that right.
Yeah. And so let's talk about that. We've got a few more minutes here in this schedule. So let's look at sectional 19 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. When we're talking about this, I mean, there are some heavy hitters. Sectional 19 is absolutely loaded right now. We're talking East Noble sitting at 4-0. We're talking about Leo sitting at 4-0.
They play tonight each other, by the way.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
Another huge game. Dwenger at 3-1. DeKalb 2-2, which DeKalb, great game last week. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Columbia City sitting at 3-1. Then you've got Southside, New Haven, and Wayne. But, you know, to that point, East Noble, Leo, Columbia City, and a surprising DeKalb squad. Who wants to handle it first? Joe.
Yeah, Sean, I'll tell you what. If you look at the poll, the AP poll for 4A, 4 of the top 10 teams are in Sectional 19. East Noble, Dwenger, Leo, and Columbia City. 4 of the top 10 teams in the AP poll sit in Sectional 19.
Winner of that sectional goes to state.
I think it's safe to say they got a heck of a chance to go to state if they win that section.
Well, and
Mishawaka might have something to say about it.
I think Dwenger is the favorite right now. Again, if they're healthy, and they keep improving offensively, and I'll tell you why. East Noble showed those kinks in the armor last week. I watched that game. DeKalb, by all rights, probably should have won that game. Yep. They are not the same team as they were a year ago. They're very good. Yep. And that offensive line is really, really talented. They don't have Dylan Creel, who's over at St. Francis right now. He was a difference maker on both sides of the ball. Yep. They've had a couple key injuries, one preseason and one just in the last couple weeks, that changes the dynamic of their skill guys. You look at Leo. Don't forget, a year ago, they had 2 Division I studs in Brock Schott and Landon Hebner on the field both ways the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were a more dangerous team a year ago. That being said, they're formidable opponents, make no mistake, but I think the Saints are the front runner to win that sectional, and I'm predicting right now they make a trip to state.
And Joe,
did you hear that?
Put it out there.
The Swami.
I'm just
right in there.
The Swami.
It's not like, I'm not the Swami, but the Swami has crystal balls. He's a handsome fellow, and he's a friend of mine. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
All right, we heard it, and we are recording this, so we're going to keep that in mind. But to that point, Joe, real quickly, strength of schedule. When you look at Leo and East Noble and Dwenger, to Casey's point, Dwenger from a strength of schedule perspective has an edge, and that could very well be what gets them down the road further than these other squads.
It matters, right? I mean, let's face it, it matters. It's not the only thing that matters, but it is a factor if you've been battle tested.
Absolutely, as long as you don't get beat up.
Right.
There's always that balance. You want to come out of that gauntlet, so to speak, healthy and with confidence. And right now, this team's trending that direction.
Absolutely. All right, folks, it's time for us to step out and take a little 1-minute break. We are broadcasting live from the lawn here at Bishop Dwenger High School, where in moments it's homecoming, and it's the Bishop Dwenger Saints hosting the Homestead Spartans. When we come back, we've got a fantastic segment for you, as we'll be able to meet the new athletic director for Bishop Dwenger High School, Mr. Jody Bentley. So we are back in 1 minute. Stick around. We've got a lot more fun right ahead. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Friday nights in Fort Wayne mean one thing: Bishop Dwenger football.
Just like the Saints bring passion and dedication to the field, we bring the same to helping our customers find the perfect ride.
At Glimmer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we believe in building champions on the field, in the classroom, and on the road.
Built on tradition, fueled by determination. A community united in spirit.
So Bishop Dwenger, whether you're looking for a new car or to get your vehicle tuned up, you can always check us out on Coliseum Boulevard under the giant burger flag, or always online at GlimmerDodge.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
And we are back live here at Bishop Dwenger High School for game day activities. Along with Joe Wharton and Casey O'Boyle, I'm Sean McBride. Right now, we are pleased to be able to talk to the brand new athletic director of Bishop Dwenger High School. Jody Bentley joins us. Jody, thanks very much for being with us tonight.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Super excited about tonight's game.
Good. And we're excited to have you. And I know you've got a lot to do tonight. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 food trucks that I can see. The concessions are going. Lots of people. It's always a party at homecoming, and you guys do it up so well. This has got to be a great sight for you.
Yeah, this is my first homecoming here at Dwenger, and to be honest with you, it's probably the biggest event that I've been a part of in my 12 years or so of being involved in athletics at the high school level, so super excited about it. Love seeing all the people out here, and really looking forward to a good game tonight.
Fantastic. So we mentioned that a little bit. 12 years in education. Give us a little bit of history of your resume, not just the good stuff.
Just the good stuff. So I kind of came about it the long way. Worked in business at Navistar for 15 years before I got into education. When Navistar moved to Chicago, I was like, what do I want to do? I don't want to go to Chicago, so I decided to get into education and started out at Columbia City, worked as a business education teacher there for 1 year, moved to DeKalb Middle School and was the not the athletic director, the college and careers teacher there for 10 years. 9 of those years I was assistant athletic director at DeKalb High School. 4 years as the athletic director at the middle school there, so gained a lot of experience there. Last year was down at Blue River Valley, which is around the Newcastle area.
Okay.
Was assistant principal and athletic director down there, and then had the opportunity to come back home, and super excited and took the chance, and so here I am.
Casey, were you adding all those years up? Does that?
No, my calculator.
He looks too young to have done all that.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He should look like one of us.
Yeah, little gray beard. Yeah.
Well, if I had hair, it probably look like that. So.
So, Jody, first impressions, I know you've been in the building now since, probably August, from what I recollect. It sounds about right. So, not a long time, but first impressions, have you felt welcomed? Have you been, feeling a part of the family so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody here at Dwenger has been super friendly, very, very helpful. I've met a ton of people, and I always tell people, it's not that I don't remember your name, it's just I'm meeting a lot of folks, and it's hard to remember all those names. I'll get there, but it's been a great experience so far. Everybody that works here at Dwenger has been great. All the people that I've met at athletic events have been spectacular, and it's really been a great experience so far.
Have they told you how needy the Saints sports team is?
Not yet, but
they're very needy.
Those guys are very needy. I'll do the best I can to take care of you guys. So we'll see what we can do.
That's good stuff. When we talk about, and maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, the differences, I know you've been in a lot of public schools, and of course this is a parochial. Anything jumping out right away from that? Like, the school has no money, they have no resources, all that stuff.
But they have faith.
They have faith. They have faith. They have a lot of that. Honestly, no. I think, Dwenger runs into the same issues that public schools run into. I know it's hard to believe, but a lot of the same kind of issues. Funding for athletics is always a big deal. That's why the Gridiron group, I'm really, really excited about that group and what they're going to bring to us. And, so it's all that stuff. It's always the same. How do we find enough money to do the things that we need to do? And, here at Dwenger, we like doing things right. And so, we want to make sure we continue that.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have a favorite coach at this point?
A favorite coach? I'm not going to say out loud, just because.
Yes, he does.
Certainly a top 5.
How about this? My favorite coach is the one that's winning that night, and we'll go with that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, the good news, really, Jody, is here at Dwenger, the parents never complain. So really, you have an easy job.
Well, so far, all the parents, they want what's best for their kids.
That's right, they do.
And so,
they're passionate.
Yeah, they are. And when they come in and they want to talk, it's always. I try to listen and understand what they want and see if we can't come to a resolution that makes everybody happy.
Jody, we got about 20 seconds left. Shout out wife, kids,
yeah,
family.
So my wife and kids, they're actually back here watching online.
Okay.
So my wife, Donetta, who we've been married, will be 28 years in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
My oldest daughter just graduated from law school from Michigan State. We just found out yesterday she passed the bar.
Nice.
So she's getting married October 4th. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss the Battle of the Saints game, or Battle of the Bishops. And then my youngest daughter, who's 14, she's an 8th grader, and she's looking to probably bring her here next year. So
fantastic.
Very, very excited about it and appreciate everything you guys do.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Jody, and best of luck wrangling all this stuff in. So thanks very much for being with us tonight.
All right, thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. You bet. That was Jody Bentley, our athletic director here at Bishop Dwenger High School. Time for our last break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we'll have the prognostication, run down tonight's game, and we're going to see who puts on the helmet of the winner. So stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
What a beautiful day. He's so dirty. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty air conditioner? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical AC tune-up. Lower utility bills, increase AC lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
All right, we are back live, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Bishop Dwenger High School, where tonight it is homecoming, featuring the Bishop Dwenger Saints hosting the Homestead Spartans. Yeah, let's talk about the matchup tonight, guys. We've got two what I would call very evenly matched squads, both of them coming into tonight 3-1, and looking for a huge W with SAC implications, obviously. But Casey, talk a little bit about the Spartans and what you expect to see from them tonight.
Well, you know, they got off to a slow start, did Homestead, but since that Week 2 win down in Noblesville 13-10, which inexplicably came about with after they lost their starting quarterback the week before. Logan Frieden, the junior, came in and did a fantastic job in that win against Noblesville 13-10, and they've been playing really good football since. They stole one last week against Northrop.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, which tells me that's a mark of a team that has a lot of confidence right now. They believe they could find a way to win that game. I think the Saints match up fine with them, especially defensively, but I do think this Homestead team, to your point, Sean, is very dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, when you've watched film on these Homestead Spartans, what's jumping out at you?
Discipline. Their guys are where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. They're very disciplined. They're athletic. Not huge on the defensive front, but they're athletic. They love to slant. They love to move. That always gives those big guys up front for the offensive line problems. So that's what jumped off the film at me, and it's just, you talked about earlier, this is an even matchup, right? Over the last 40 years, it's 5-5, right? The Saints have won 2 of the last 3. Average margin of victory, 2.5 points. You know, Bishop Dwenger 3-1, Homestead 3-1. Homestead coach Chad Zolman's been there 22 years. He's won 72% of his games.
He's got ties to Dwenger, too.
Yeah.
He's got ties to Dwenger. He was a coach at Dwenger. Jason Garrett's been at Dwenger. He's in his 8th year, has won 70% of his games. You just look at these teams, almost always it's a close game. Well coached on both sides, athletes on both sides. It's going to be a great matchup tonight.
From an advantage perspective, Casey, let's talk about the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Everyone knows, I think, that the Saints have some advantage here on defense. Is that where you're picking up steam for the Saints?
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
The Saints have the best defense in the area. I don't think that's up for debate anymore, especially what they've done these last few weeks.
Yeah.
And let's not lose sight of this young man either, Lucas Wynn.
Could be the MVP of this team right now.
Yeah.
Well, he was our player of the week out of 37 schools from last week.
Yeah.
3 for 3 on field goals last week in the 9-6 win over Carroll.
52 yards.
Averaging over 40 yards per punt, 14 out of 18 on touchbacks as a kicker. He is a difference maker in a game that is traditionally close, often comes down to the kicking game. I think the Saints get a big
You're
edge
so
there.
smart.
All right,
I'm not
guys.
just a handsome fella.
Here's the deal. We got 1 minute left, all right? And so right now, I think what we're going to do is pull out a couple party favors. Casey, we're going to let you go first and talk about these right here, but Joe's going to get the final say. So
These are something else.
right now, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So right now, Casey O'Boyle, It's up to you. Are you picking the Saints or are you picking the Spartans?
You know what? I got to go with the Swami. I think the Saints get it done. I think they get a field goal late by Lucas Wynn, and they win by 10 points. Give me BD by 10.
BD
That's huge.
by 10. All right, good
well,
stuff
I
there.
agree with the Swami. It's kind of me and the Swami.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, no mental issues there. Okay, here we go. My pick is going to be the Saints. I think it's going to be tighter. I don't think it's going to be a 2-score victory. I'm going to go Saints by 6. Joe Wharton, what do you have?
I tell you what, I've looked at this and I've digested all the numbers, and I've looked at everything, and I might differ with you guys a little bit, but I feel like
oh no,
this one is going to be a close battle.
That will
this
not
one's
fit
going to be
your
a close
head.
battle.
Oh no!
But guys, today,
oh here he goes.
I'm taking the Saints in a win.
Go.
Big win.
All right. Joe Wharton's going to don the Tuffy head. Get your cameras out, ladies and gentlemen. If he can get that over his big fat melon, and he does.
Well, that's a toughie.
Love it. Love it too much. All right, folks, we are back after a couple-minute break. We're going to head up to the press box, and we will meet you up there. Stick around. It is the Homestead Spartans taking on the Bishop Dwenger Saints for Homecoming 2025. With Joe Wharton and Casey O'Boyle, I'm Sean McBride. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Coach Garrett, thanks for taking time for us tonight to talk about this week's matchup with the Homestead Spartans. You come into this one 3-1, coming off a huge win at Carroll High School, a dominating performance in the trenches against 6A Power Carroll. First, let's talk about that game. What were your thoughts after that Carroll win?
Well, I mean, obviously so proud of the guys, and I think, from a Bishop Dwenger football standpoint, how we ran the ball in the second half, and they knew we had to run the ball. And once we got the lead, still being able to, what we averaged, over 210, I think we had 218 yards rushing majority that came in the second half. So, I thought that was a real pivotal moment for our offense and offensive line to be able to take over the game like that we needed to and finish it, as you mentioned, just dominating the line of scrimmage, not just on offense. Our defensive line made a huge difference throughout the game on defense. So, whenever you win the line of scrimmage like that, dominate the line of scrimmage like that, I think the outcome is going to be in favor.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an impressive showing for your offensive line. And, looking at this game, you're going to play a very disciplined, very good Homestead team. Coming off a 5-5 season, they're also coming off an impressive overtime win last week against a very, very good Northwood team. We don't always say it, but Northwood is very impressive. Homestead battled in the end, came away with a win. What most concerned you about this Homestead team?
Well, I think likened to Carroll, back-to-back weeks, we're saying all three facets, they're pretty sound. And, they're always, they always present some challenges on offense, much like Carroll. They throw it, they screen it. They have a very solid running game, typically with the zone. In this case, the quarterback will run it. So I think there's a lot to think about there. Defensively, they're very aggressive. Their style is similar to ours. They like to fly around, create chaos, disguise their looks. And so, that's a challenge for us offensively. And then, special teams, you like to believe you have an advantage, but again, they're really sound there. And so the challenge is very similar. It's going to be motivation for us. Fell a little short last year, and so we're trying to remember some of the things that we did well and didn't do so well last year. Yeah, as you said, a very good team that faced an explosive Northwood team last week. So I know they're going to be prepared and ready to go. And it's homecoming here, so we're getting our guys ready.
Yeah, homecoming, that presents a whole different set of challenges. A lot of distractions homecoming, but I know you'll have these guys ready to go. There's been a lot of talk about the defense and just really how good they've been all year long. And the offense continues to get better. And it's not uncommon for the defense to be ahead of the offense early in the year. And you don't want to be playing your best football right now, right? You want to continue to get better, continue to grow. But special teams has been really special. I mean, could you make a case that Lucas Wynn is the first half of the season MVP for this team?
I mean, arguably, if you look at it, you could make a case for it, right? I mean, as an individual, for sure. Obviously, you got to have the snap and the hold and those kinds of things. But you look at the situation we put him in, and he's sitting on all facets. field goals, extra points. You know, he came in there game one as a punter, and I mean, he's doing an outstanding job there too. So absolutely, I mean, valuable player. You know, anybody listening out there doesn't have an offer. I don't know if he doesn't have an offer. But
I don't either.
You know, one of the things I think that impresses us the most in his growth and maturity, and I think it's for any kicker especially, just his mental toughness. You know, if you listen to his interview last week, just he wanted that moment, he wanted that opportunity. He said as soon as he left his foot, he knew he had it. You know, that's the confidence you're looking for in a situation like that. The guys feed off of that. And so he's earned their respect, he's earned our respect. He's got that target line. You know, that's a great blessing, you know, that we get to a certain point on the field and we got a great opportunity to finish.
No, absolutely. Not only the field goals, punting inside the 20, right? The PATs, automatic. But let's not forget about kickoffs in the end zone. Touchdown.
Right.
You know, right after you score, a kickoff in the end zone does not allow the team to steal momentum back. It's so valuable to have a kicker in the end zone. And he is such a special player. You guys are lucky to have him. And I'm with you. I don't know how he doesn't have a college offer yet.
That's a little plug out there, everybody listening.
Wow. But anyway, listen, all the best of luck. I know you'll have these Saints ready to go on Friday night. It's homecoming. It's going to be a great evening, great weather, great atmosphere. Thanks for your time and everything you do here for the court.
I just want to say thanks to you, Joe, and Sean, and staff. All you guys are doing. It's a great blessing for this community football and for us. Thanks very much.
Yeah, we're glad to do it. Sean doesn't do a whole lot.
You're going to tell me that.
We're glad to do it.
He can hear me.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
At Buchanan, your career moves with purpose. Start strong with a position in sales, admin, accounting, operations, or as a truck driver or mechanic. We recognize when you go above and beyond. That's why we offer competitive benefits, health coverage, and retirement plans. We provide the training and support you need to succeed. Community isn't just a value at Buchanan, it's an action. So if you're looking for more than a job and you want a career that grows with you, then discover the Buchanan Advantage.
What a beautiful day. He's so dirty. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty air conditioner? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical AC tune-up. Lower utility bills, increase AC lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the press box here at Shields Field, where tonight we're going to watch the Bishop Dwenger Saints take on the Homestead Spartans. We've got the opening prayer going on right now, so we're going to go ahead and quiet things down a little bit. very good rendition of the national anthem there, along with the opening prayer for the folks here at Bishop Dwenger High School. Good evening again, everybody. Had to run upstairs from our pregame show, and now we're broadcasting live from the press box, where tonight the Bishop Dwenger Saints on homecoming will host the Homestead Spartans. Both of these squads come into the game tonight with a 3-1 record. And again, during our pregame show, Joe Wharton, we talked about how evenly balanced and matched these squads are. This could be a real dogfight tonight for both squads.
No, I expect it's going to be. It's athletes everywhere, disciplined athletes, great coaching. I expect this one could come down to the fourth quarter and see who can make most plays. Let's keep track tonight of defensive big plays,
right?
Turnovers, defensive scores, and of course special teams is going to play a big role tonight.
All right, folks, we are getting ready for the mock kickoff, and it is going to go real loud, real fast right now. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network. Welcome back to live coverage of Homecoming 2025 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. As with all good things, we're going to start tonight's broadcast off with a prayer. And joining me in the booth right now is Father Bobby, chaplain of Bishop Dwenger High School. Father Bobby, if you would, please.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Good and gracious God, we thank you for the gift of this evening. We ask you to pour out your grace, your blessings upon all of us gathered here this evening. Please especially bless the officials, the athletes, and the coaches. Help them to perform to the best of their abilities tonight, and always giving glory to you in all things. We ask all of this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Father Bobby, for the opening prayer. And ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away. The mock coin toss had happened out at midfield during the opening prayer, and it looks like the Homestead Spartans will be receiving the ball as the Bishop Dwenger Saints will kick left to right on your radio dial. I can't get over saying that, Joe. Too many years of Redeemer Radio for that. So
takes you back.
It does. Just like our pregame show tonight. That was fantastic. A lot of fun.
Sure was.
Broadcasting there reminds me of Tailgate Talk back in the day. But here come the Bishop Dwenger Saints with All-State kicker Lucas Wynn. Will be launching this one. We've seen him do this numerous times, and for big gains for the Saints. He is a tremendous weapon out there. Especially on special teams. And as Joe, you mentioned it, special teams tonight could be a huge difference maker.
For sure. Pay attention to special teams, and we'll track it here. And just see. But Lucas Wynn is putting together an absolutely incredible year so far.
He's perfect on the year in field goals. He's perfect on the year in kickoffs, as well as a 52-yarder school record last week against Carroll. This one, again, sails into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll take this opportunity right now to meet the starting offense for the Homestead Spartans. And it starts up front with the Big Ugly, Sheldon Heffermeyer, Teddy Ford, Henry Shaw, Mitch Miller, Carson Fichter. Fichter?
Sure.
Anyway, the O-line tackle to tackle for the Homestead Spartans, averaging 5'11" in height and 238 pounds tackle to tackle. And here they are out front with Logan Frieden, the quarterback, number 15. He's in the I formation with a single setback behind him. Got a whistle on the play. They reset, and they're raring to go. check off and look towards the sideline to get the play waved in. And here's your first play from scrimmage for the Spartans. Little play action. Looks at the throw. No, he gave it through the middle. He's going to push forward for a gain of close to 4.
Yeah, it looked like Frieden on the carry, or number 20. That's number 25, Shane Bardwell, the junior, gets the first carry for Homestead, stopped there by a host of Saints, led by A.J. Shefferly. But the Homestead Spartans, they're going to run the ball about 60% of the time. They throw right around 40%.
So the skilled positions for the Spartans in the backfield along with Frieden, you've got Wimes, number 24, number 12, England. Bardwell is your tailback. Liam Moore and Carter Kennedy round out your skill players. Here's a rollout to the right side. He looks downfield and has to slide down. That's officially going to be a tackle for loss.
Yeah, Xavier Dowdge on the tackle for loss there for Bishop Dwenger from his defensive end position, number 45, Dowdge. We've had, seems like Dowdge is on this team forever, right? Just another one of the Dowdge brothers playing for the Saints.
And happy to have him. You bet. That brings up a 3rd and 8 now for Homestead as the ball is back at their own 22-yard line. Saints defense looking stout so far. On the third play from scrimmage, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Single setback from the shotgun. Play action, looks to throw. He's got some pressure. He's hit. He's dropped immediately inside the 15-yard line.
A.J. Shefferly, ladies and gentlemen, with this big sack. And on a 3rd down stop for the Saints, 3 and out. Punting unit comes on for the Spartans.
Love to see that by that Dwenger defense right there. Call that a probably close to a 7-yard sack, taking him back to the 14-yard line. And the punter is on. That's Knipscher, number 19, to punt this one away. Standing at his own goal line.
Averaging 39
yards. Oh, it's a low snap. Was his knee on the turf?
Boy, it was close.
Looked like it, didn't it? It's going to be taken by the Saints with a quick catch. That is Russell Beckham.
Beckham Russell.
That's what I said.
You're still trying to catch your breath from climbing up those stairs so fast. And by the way, it wasn't that fast. I mean, I know you thought you were making a lot of time up here, but it was pretty slow.
No, here's the deal. I got waylaid by all your friends, okay? Joe Potoff was down there asking about you. Then when Homer Witham was down there.
Witham.
Yeah. Hey, McBride, is Wharton up there already? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of did a slow sprint up the stairs.
Yeah.
Where you were
Here come the Saints on offense. It was your fan club that got in the way, Joe. That's all there is to it. All right, here come the Saints on offense. Here's an end around by number 36 for the Saints.
Glassby on the stop. Glassby on the stop for Homestead.
Yeah, not much there for the Saints. Campbell on the carry.
Called 3-yard pickup for Dwenger.
Henry Jordan in the shotgun position. Again, give. Not much there. Does he? Oh, man, he takes his tackler down for a positive gain that time. Again, that's Colin Campbell, number 36. He was stopped dead to rights, but then dragged 2 yards out of that play.
Strong sophomore Colin Campbell comes to Bishop Dwenger from St. Louis, Bizance, and out east of New Haven, and does a great job. He's just so powerful. And Gus Tittman is out injured.
Oh, my.
And we don't have a prognosis yet, but we know we won't see Gus tonight, and that's a big loss for the Saints team, as he is the leading rusher.
3rd and manageable for the Saints. Call it 3rd and a long 5. Here's the slant pass going deep. Oh, nobody there. It looks like the receiver stopped his route, and ball was thrown to nobody.
Looked like a zone defense for me, so really the receiver should stop in the middle of that zone, sit down.
Yeah.
A little miscommunication there between Henry Jordan and Thomas Dennis.
So the opening drive for the Saints stalls as well. Wynn will launch this one from about his 40-yard line. If it goes as planned, Homestead will be pinched back deep in their own territory. High spiraling kick. My goodness. And it's going to be taken stepping out of bounds near the 13-yard line for the Homestead Spartans is number 3, Carter Kennedy.
Did you time the hang time on that, Sean?
I did not.
40-yard kick for Lucas Wynn.
No return.
I think it went 40 yards in the air, too, Sean.
I think you're right. He caught it as it was going out of bounds. Heck of a kick. And that gives the ball to Homestead again back at their own 13-yard line.
So 3 and outs early for both
That's
offenses.
Right. Yep. Homestead on offense, led by the junior quarterback, number 15, Logan Frieden. Here's a snap, and it's a play. He gives it to his receiver. Nothing there. Nice penetration by number 6 for the Saints.
What a play by Stevie Henry, number 6 for the Saints. Actually, it's Doug. Actually, it's Dougie Henry. But he reminds me of his Uncle Stevie. I mean, he just plays like Uncle Stevie used to.
Yeah.
Doesn't play anything like his dad, Doug.
No.
So Dougie Henry on the stop there. And he's another one of those Saints on defense that just, you call his name all night long.
That's right. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. Homestead taking plenty of time. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw on 2nd. Doesn't have it long. Breaks out of the pocket. Runs to the sideline. Gets out of bounds north of the 20. And not much north of that at all.
There was nothing there. If you notice the Saints' defensive backfield when they align, they're aligning about 5 across, and they're all pretty even. That's intentional. They don't want to show them what defense they're in.
Sure.
Because the Homestead Spartans always look to the sideline. They line up like they're going to snap, and then they all stand up and look at the sideline for a call. That gives the coaches a chance to look at the defense and make the right call. They're not going to show their defense. They're not going to tip their hand.
3rd and 3 for the Spartans. Try a hard count. They say there was movement, and I believe there was. Hard count against the goes against the Spartans so far.
Offense. 3rd down.
Again, that is a false start against the offense. So that'll move them back from 3rd and 3 back to 3rd and 8.
They had 3rd and long on the first possession. Here's another 3rd and long deep in their own territory. Not a great start for this Homestead offense.
Brody Heck checks in for the Spartans, number 6. He'll line up as tight end on the left side. Here's a snap. Again, he looks to throw. He's got pressure. He's wrapped up and dropped. Number 9, A.J. Shefferly.
2 sacks, 2 possessions, 2 sacks for Shefferly. Great start for that young man.
Wow. They're going to mark him down near the 6-yard line. See if we can get a look at that one, if in fact that's possible. It's a great sack by Shefferly. His 2nd on the night already, as the punter, number 19, Henry Knipscher, will be standing near the back of his end zone this time. This will be the 2nd opportunity for the Saints with a short field. Snap is good. Kick is away,
Short.
and it's a shallow one. And it's going to take a Homestead bounce, and they're just going to let it trickle down. And it's going to remain in Homestead territory at the 48-yard line.
42-yarder.
Yeah, replay here of that sack coming up on your Air X-ray replay. We'll take a look at this right here. As he just curls inside, he had no blocking support inside, and Shefferly just knifed in, curled back out, and got him. Tremendous execution that time. Here comes Henry Jordan Company on offense for the Saints. We'll have a 1st and 10 at the Homestead 49. Here's a pitch, left side. Collin with a carry. Nice carry that time. Bowls his way forward for about 6.
Right behind that left side of that offensive line, that's, of course, Andrew Tryon and Lewis Morris. Did a great job getting a nice push over there. And Colin Campbell hits the hole so hard and fast. He's going to fall forward for 2 or 3 yards every time once he's hit.
Now, in case you're wondering, folks, Colin Campbell, number 36, sophomore, checking in at 6 foot and 185 pounds. So they are developing some really good talent back there. On 2nd and 4, again, give to Campbell through the middle, being very patient that time, running forward, going to be real close to a 1st down, might be just shy.
I'll tell you what, I like what he did there. That was nice patience by him as a young running back. He just waited and then crawled up right behind his right guard and tackle. That's Isaac Moga and Noah Weimer. He just really got behind him and just kind of eased his way forward for a nice pickup. That it didn't look like there was much there.
Yeah, let them do the work first and just take those inches as you can. All right, 3rd and 1 for the Saints. They need to get to the 39-yard line. Here's the snap. Again, give to Collin through the middle. He's breaking through. He's into the linebacker core. Safety has to stop him. First down for the Saints on a big run right up the gut.
Dougie Henry with a huge block from his H-back position to spring Colin Campbell. Take a look at this.
Yeah, they take him down to the about the 22-yard line. And here comes your replay as the Saints get up to the line. Let's hold that replay, folks, and we're going to take a look at that in a second after this play. Here's your 1st and 10. Oh, they fake it to him. They're going to try the end around. Number 11 on the carry that time. That's Beckham Russell. He'll get to the 20. Here's your replay right here of that run by Campbell right through the middle. Great sideline view of that one. Again, takes him down to the 22. Then that throw to Beckham Russell with a gain of 2, and now 2nd and 8 for the Saints, just at the red zone stripe. Here's a snap. Again, Campbell through the middle, falling forward to the 15. Nice little gainer that time. They are officially inside the red zone and threatening.
Well, Sean, everybody knows it. This is 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
No secret there.
Yeah.
2 downs to get to move the chains.
3rd and 3 now. Tight formation for the Saints. 1 wide out to the right side. Bunch left. Here's a snap. He's looking to throw. Flood pattern to the right side. He airs it out. He's got a man, and it's dropped. It is dropped at the goal line.
A.J. Shefferly.
Right in his breadbasket, and he just dropped it. Oh, how uncharacteristic.
Saints went unbalanced line there to the right, which is normally a heavy run formation, and then they play action. So here goes, special teams.
Oh, here comes Lucas Wynn for the field goal attempt. He'll kick this one from the 23, so a 33-yarder. The lefty sizes it up.
Tommy Kaufman on the hold.
Kaufman's hold is good. The kick is up. It looks good from here, and it is. Perfect on the season for Lucas Wynn, and the Saints are up 3-0. We're going to go ahead and step out for a little 30-second break. When we come back, more first quarter action. Saints 3, Spartan 0. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
And we are back live here, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bishop Dwenger Saints have capitalized on a 49-yard drive with a 33-yard Lucas Wynn field goal. The score is now 3-0. And Wynn will use the center of the field to launch this one from the 40.
Sean, that was a 7-play drive for the Saints.
Okay. Here's a low liner, a deep drop, and it is going to trickle into the end zone for a touchback. Well, folks, just a reminder that Masters Heating and Cooling is a proud partner of Saints Athletics. For all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, Masters gets there faster. It's Masters Heating and Cooling. And once again, here come the Homestead Spartans having a hard time getting going on offense. They're led by Logan Frieden, the junior, wearing number 15. He's got a single setback in Bardwell, number 25, who now comes abreast to the right side. Here's a snap. He's going to keep it through the middle. He's got some room. They close, and he's going to get dropped at the 25.
Nice job by the defense there, going after that football when that quarterback freaking decided to run. The Saints are doing a heck of a job this year, Sean, on takeaways. They are +6 on the year, +6.
Amazing.
They have recovered 7 fumbles already this year and have 4 interceptions.
Call that a gain of 5, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Spartans now. Here's a snap, and it's a read option, and he gets it. He takes a knee right at the line. He's not going to get any forward progress. Might have even lost a yard. It's like he came up to the wall and skidded down.
Big Teddy Floyd for Homestead the senior, 5'10", 270, was on the ground there, and he about got cleats all over his back.
Yeah. All right, so a loss of 1 on that play. Brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Spartans. They spread things out, twins right and left, single setback. From the shotgun, he's looking to throw, checks off, going deep across, and incomplete, and no flags on the play. His intended receiver was number 2, Liam Moore that time, the senior wideout.
Who was that? Oh, that was O'Keefe in coverage for the Saints. Timed it just right. 3 and out for the Spartans.
So their first 3 drives for the Spartans result in punts as the punt team comes back on.
And you know what that means, Sean?
What's that?
That means your defense isn't getting much rest.
That's right.
If the defense is spending a lot of time, the Homestead defense is going to spend a lot of time on the field with 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Yeah.
And you wonder if this running game or the Saints and the way Colin Campbell runs, if it's going to start to see, we're going to start to see it take effect.
Beckham Russell was back deep for the Saints with a fair catch. Again, the Saints will take over on offense with fantastic field position, this time at their own 42-yard line. Now, we saw them drive a little deeper, get into the red zone on the last drive. Can they do it? They don't have much more yardage to go as the last drive started at the 49-yard line of Homestead, but this one's going to start at the 42 of the Saints.
Colin Campbell, 6 carries, 37 yards, averaging 6.2 here early for the Saints, and you can obviously say the Saints are winning the field position battle so far.
That's right. Here come the Saints on offense. Another quick give through the middle, kind of a zone read right there. Gain of 2, maybe 3, just shy of the 45.
It's so hard for these defensive guys up front in the box to take on these big offensive linemen for the Saints. And then, oh, by the way, you got to try and stop Colin Campbell, who's coming like a bull at you, right?
That's right. Split backs this time for the Saints on 2nd and 8. Man in motion. Give to the second man through. Finds a little seam in the middle, but wrapped up early. He's going to fall forward for a gain of a few. Is that Henry on the carry?
Yeah, Dougie Henry on the carry there for Dwenger.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Saints now. They need to get into Homestead territory down to the 48-yard line. Bunch package to the right side. Homestead trying to adjust. Here's the snap. Play action. Looks to throw. Dropping back deep. Has pressure. Airs it out. Has a man crossing. And incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Beckham Russell and just out of his hands. So that 3rd down is going to be for naught. And it brings up 4th and 5. The punt team comes on.
You know, in Henry Jordan's defense, there was really nobody open.
Right.
He aired it out, and he threw the ball. He did the right thing. He threw the ball where nobody could get it but Beckham Russell. And just a couple yards in front of him. But nobody came open early. He had to drag that play out.
Defensive struggle so far for both squads here in the first quarter as the Saints line up to punt. Good snap.
Good
deep and
gosh,
Brock.
man.
Look at the size of that punt. And it's fair caught near the 10-yard line. Number 3 on that return was Carter Kennedy with the fair catch, and they're going to mark it down at the 11-yard line.
43-yard punt for Lucas Wynn. Just a day at the office for that young man.
That's all there is. All-state kicker. What are you going to do?
What's funny is he wasn't even the starting punter at the beginning of the year. Max Jordan was.
Right.
Max Jordan got injured, and Lucas had to come in. Not bad for a backup punter.
Darn right. Homestead offense back on the field. Looking over to the sidelines to get that play. 3 down linemen for the Saints defense. There's a snap, play action. Has pressure immediately, gets chased out of bounds, and is going to trickle out of bounds near the 17-yard line.
That's number 15. Again, the quarterback not able to find too many receivers here. He's just forced to, because of the pressure from the Saints, he's forced to tuck it and run.
Yeah. And really, that's been how they've gotten positive yards so far, is the quarterback being flushed out of the pocket and being able to gain 5 or 7 by doing it.
Well, you wonder if the defensive plan of hiding and disguising their coverages is really giving that coaching staff a problem on what exactly play they want to run.
Yeah. On second down, they again go play action. They're going deep this time, throwing over the middle, nobody home, and incomplete. The intended receiver, number 2, Liam Moore. The Saints with some fantastic coverage that time.
Yeah, that's O'Keefe in coverage, but O'Keefe, what really made that play is O'Keefe jammed him at the line and didn't let him get into his route.
Right.
And you saw it right there. The timing was off.
Yeah. O'Keefe with enough speed to actually look like he was the intended receiver that time. He was out in front of that pass. So they burn that second down, brings up 3rd and 5. 1 minute to go, 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Saints on top. Here's a snap. Oh, it's bobbled, and it is picked and in the air and thrown down with authority that time. Nothing doing. Saints right there.
Yeah, that's Cooper Campbell, no relation to Colin. And Dougie Henry was in there, just vicious defense, defense.
Absolutely. Clock continuing to wind down now. See if we can get a look at that bad snap. As the Spartans, again on offense, stall. And they're going to have to punt this one again back near their own goal line. Knipscher has problems with it, and he finally gets it away, and it looks like it may have been tipped. Taken by the Saints. He's got a run back. He's at the 10. He's got a blocker. The 5. Touchdown,
Flag.
Saints.
Flag down.
Hold on. We've got a flag on the play.
Looked like a block in the back.
Oh, boy. Let's talk about it. The flag is down near the 9-yard line. Or maybe the 10 now as he kicked the flag a little bit. As the officials are talking about it, we're going to try and cue up that replay. See if we can get the call from the white hat here.
After the interception, block in the back. This way. It's first down. Dwenger.
All right, so they do call a block in the back. Let's take a look at that air X-ray replay. Great view here by our sideline cam. Bad snap, has trouble with it. I do think it was blocked. And here is the run back. Oh, yeah, I think we caught it on the edge of the frame there, that block in the back. Yeah. Well, anyway, Saints defense and special teams coming up big once again. The offense now will have it 1st and 10 on the Homestead 20-yard line.
What did O'Boyle say? Special teams difference in this one?
You're right. Okay, you know what? Let's not give O'Boyle too much credit.
he did wear Lures colors to our pregame show.
I know. Crazy.
Buffoon.
Red, white, and blue. He could have done better, okay? That's all there is to it. All right, we've got 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Saints on offense. Bunch package to the left side, but he pulled Trey in. He's got a block. He's got a nice run on his hands out inside the 20 down to about the 14.
Homestead hasn't been past their own 20 yet,
No.
Sean.
They've
been pinned deep every series.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The score, Bishop Dwenger 3, Homestead 0. We're going to go ahead and step out for a 1-minute break. When we come back, they're going to swap sides and put another 12 minutes on the clock. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Welcome back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of the first quarter where the Bishop Dwenger Saints are on top of the Homestead Spartans 3-0, getting ready to swap sides and continue the action as the Saints are already in the red zone after the botched punt and run back for a touchdown that was called back because of a block in the back. And the ball is now resting at the 19-yard line to start the second quarter for the Saints. Well, folks, Peter Franklin is Indiana's premier jeweler for engagement rings, one-of-a-kind gifts, custom pieces, and more. When the moment matters, it's Peter Franklin.
Sean, the
I know
Saints
you're talking to
first
Terry
quarter
down
stats.
there,
Yep,
your new
Terry's
best
giving me some
friend.
info.
Yeah.
Saints offense, 44 yards in the first quarter. Homestead -1.
Wow.
Just saying.
Okay, here's a block through the middle. Here's a run through the middle, excuse me.
Fumble?
The ball came loose. Did they mark it down?
Was he down?
I don't think so. I think the back judge says it's Homestead's ball. Here is the question. Still no official signal yet.
There is no replay, so what they call is what they call.
What they call is it. The white hat is down there talking to the officials.
Let's replay it.
Yeah, let's replay it, see if we can see it. I'm going to keep an eye on the field. You guys keep an eye on the replay. Offense is still on the field for the Saints, and the defense is still on the field for Homestead. Let's see if we can get the official.
Fumble was recovered by the defense. First down and 10 from the 1-yard line.
Wow. There it is. Okay, sudden change for the Saints. Can check in with our sideline reporter for the first time tonight, John Kelty, see if he might have seen if, in fact, that was a great call or what his thoughts on that were. John, are you with us?
Yeah, thanks, Sean. It happened right in front of me. It looked like the contact with the ground is what caused the fumble, but, the refs missed it and Homestead ball.
Okay, thanks very much for the update, John. We'll check in with John throughout the night with some scores from around the area and insights just like that. So great to have John Kelty on board with us down on the sidelines. Well, here comes offense on the offense for Homestead.
Safety's not out of the question here.
I agree. I'd bring the kitchen sink if I were the Saints defense at this point. And Homestead might draw a screen. Let's see what happens. Here they are, just trying to find some room through the middle. I don't know that they're going to find much.
I saw
Saints?
a blue beanbag throw out. I saw a ref throw out.
Okay, there's something going on down there.
Saints ball.
Saints ball at the 1-yard line. Incredible scrum down there.
Doug
and the
Henry.
Saints come up with it. Wow. I don't know if a replay is going to help because there was just a huge scrum of 22 bodies in one spot, basically. Ball must have come loose. Let's see if we can get it from the sidelines here. There's your snap. There's a push, and automatically it looks like the Saints were saying our ball.
Yeah, I saw a blue beanbag come flying in, which
Yeah.
tells you there's a loose ball.
Yep.
Saints recover.
Saints now threatening on the 1-yard line. Jordan under the center. Single setback, man in motion, outside, quick give. A.J. Shefferly powers in for a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big hole there, and you got to wonder about that defense of Homestead's getting tired.
I agree.
That was a huge hole for being on the 1-yard line.
They've been on the field a lot here in that first quarter, and again, to start the second, they thought they got a reprieve with the fumble, but the offense gives it right back to the Saints, and A.J. Shefferly on a 1-yard run punches it in for 6 points. Lucas Wynn. Diepenbrock on the snap. Oh, it is blocked from the edge, and that is it. The play is dead. Wow, so he gets one blocked. Incredible stuff right there. Let's see if we've got a replay on the big push from this is the touchdown. Thank you. All right, so here it is, the big push by A.J. Shefferly right through the middle. Goes in standing up. Wow. All right, but the missed PAT leaves the score at 9-0 with 11:49 to go here in the first half.
Still a two-score game, Sean. 9-0, 10-0, still a two-score game, which the way this defense for the Saints is playing and the way this offense for Homestead looks confused, it's problematic.
I agree, and that's what I was going to bring up, not the stellar job by the defense, but Homestead offense just has yet to find its sea legs. I don't know what's going on there, but they need some sparks. They need to get back into it.
4 possessions in the first quarter, -1 yards.
Yeah.
That tells me they're outmanned and they're confused.
So the Saints moving right to left on your radio dial now in the second quarter. We'll kick this one off. Lucas Wynn, the All-State kicker. We've seen him time and time again launch these into the end zone. The lefty puts his leg into it. This one might be returnable, and it will be at the 2-yard line. Out to the 10, 15, 20, looking for some blocks. He's going to get hit near the 25, fall forward to about the 27-yard line.
I tell you, this is one of the most physical Dwenger teams I've seen in probably the last 5 years. They just are physical. They're tenacious. When they want to take you down, they want to bury you.
Yeah. Braylon Wimes, number 24, on the return that time by Homestead. He's a sophomore, checking in at 5'9", 150. And he takes it out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Homestead offense will begin. Field general, number 15, Logan Frieden. Snap. Gives it to his man up front on a little trap play. He's going to get it 1 positive yard, and that's about it.
Cooper Campbell and K.C. Piper.
Yeah.
Piper's putting together another great season. You look at the stats that young man has defensively. My goodness, Sean. 45 tackles coming into this game, 3 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and 9.5 tackles for loss. That's the stat line on K.C. Piper before this game.
Yeah. K.C. Piper wearing number 15 for the Saints. He's a senior, 6 foot, 205 pounds. On 2nd and 9. Give to the tailback, looking for some room. Again, hit quickly, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line, gain of 2.
Cooper Campbell called his name last play, called his name this play. He is finding a way to get in there and get to the ball carrier. He is so quick.
3rd and 7 coming up, and we've got a timeout on the field. Might be an equipment timeout here as a Saint. Number 4 is coming off. That's Cooper Campbell. And a couple substitutions.
Max Jordan comes into the game. Remember,
That's
he got
right.
hurt in the first
Number
game.
12.
He is now back. He has rehabbed his injury, and he is back in the game. He's another physical presence out there, number 12 for Bishop Dwenger.
Scrapper. Big down for Homestead on 3rd and 7. They check off, look back to the sidelines. Here's a snap. Looks to throw, checks
Double
off.
move.
Oh, he's hit. Ball is out. Oh, they're going to call it. Oh,
Incomplete.
Oh, don't know about that call. Man, let's see about that one. They're going to call that an incomplete pass instead of a fumble.
I think that was Shefferly again.
It was a big hit. I know that. Great pressure. Here comes your air X-ray replay. Thinks he's got some time in the pocket, but he doesn't. Yeah, okay. I could see that.
I'll buy it.
Yep. All right, incomplete pass. Great job on that replay, gents. Thank you so much. Brings up 4th and long, and the punt team is on for Homestead. Back deep is Beckham Russell for the Saints.
Good punt.
Fair catch called for at the 34-yard line, and it is successful. So the Saints a little deeper this time to start, but they do have a 2-score advantage, 9-0 here in the second quarter. Saints are coming back out on offense.
Still not a first down for Homestead. No first downs for Homestead.
Yeah. Well, folks, just a reminder, you can step up your snack game by offering healthy and delicious options from Fort Fresh Vending. Contact them to find out how to get a free vending machine in your school or business. 1st and 10 for the Saints from the 34-yard line. Henry Jordan and company with a man in motion now to the outside. Looking to throw on first down on the hitch route. He's got his man, and that's going to be good for a gain of a few on the far side of the field.
I like the call. I like the play. I like Henry Jordan getting in that timing. He threw the ball before the receiver even broke. That's what you need. Get the timing going.
Yep.
Get some rhythm going. Get some confidence going. That's a good play by the offense coordinator, that Jason Russell.
I think that was to number 17, George Hackman, was it not? Trying to read that number.
I don't know. Terry's supposed to be my spotter.
I know. Terry, come on. He's got worse eyes than both of us.
I know. He's wearing 2 glasses.
Gain of 3 that time brings up 2nd and 7. They fake the jet sweep, hand through the middle. And that's A.J. Shefferly with a nice carry past the 40, out to about the 42.
Austin Handel on the stop for Homestead.
Going to bring up 3rd and short now for the Saints. Jordan calls the play. As Zion Bongu also checks in for the Saints. And now we've got a timeout. I think we've got a player personnel issue, and Coach Garrett wants to talk about it with his team. We'll go ahead and keep things right here. 9:27 to go here in the first half. Saints up 9-0. Joe, when you were, I didn't, because of our pregame activities, I wasn't able to catch Jason's interview. What did he talk about getting ready for this game tonight?
Well, he talked about the defense. He talked about special teams primarily, and how big they've been for the Saints and their 3 wins early here in the year. And just really was so impressed how they went into Carroll, the offensive line went into Carroll, and basically manhandled the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, manhandled them.
Yeah.
And on both sides of the ball, in the trenches against Carroll, Carroll was outmanned and outplayed all night long, and he was so proud of how that went down. That was a huge game for them. It broke a 4-game losing streak to Carroll.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's a huge win for the Saints, especially when Carroll was picked to win the conference.
That's right. You bet.
And to beat them at their place.
Yeah, right.
Felt pretty good from my vantage point.
At their homecoming, yeah. That's a big win. That is a huge signature win for the Saints right there. 3rd and a long 2 now for the Saints after the timeout. And again, they give it to Colin. He may have enough. Depends on the spot.
He's close.
He is close. Will they waive him is the question. Will they waive the chains? Here comes the white hat. I think he's going to say yes when he sees the ball down there. There it is.
Yes,
1st
sir.
and 10 for the Saints.
I was hoping to see the chain gang. Now, that chain gang is unique.
It is.
We might have to get a halftime interview one time with some of those chain gang guys over there. I mean, you talk about a cast of characters.
Well, if their parole officer allows it, I think that's a great idea.
I'm not sure they can be on video.
We're gonna get some flack for that. That's all right. 1st and 10 as the Saints move the chains. Ball resting at the 44-yard line. Here's the snap. He looks to throw on 1st down. Fires.
No.
And it's picked. Oh, my goodness. Yep, and they've got a return on their hands down the sidelines. He's trucking down the 40, the 30. There is one man to beat, and he's got him near the 10-yard line. A tremendous move and run back by the Homestead Spartans right there. Believe that was Courtney Glaspie, number 8, the senior corner, stepped in front of that pass. And now this may be the spark that Homestead needs to get their offense going. Here's your Air X-ray replay right now. Spent a lot of time back there looking to throw, threw it into double coverage.
Who was the intended receiver? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He unfortunately, Henry was looking at that way and then double pumped, which gave that defender time to get over there.
That's right.
And get in the way.
All right, Homestead now back on offense. Can the Saints defense hold them to a field goal? Let's find out. You have to think this is 2-down territory for Homestead. Best field position of the night for them by far. Ball on the Saints' 10-yard line. Here's the snap. Looks to throw. Fires into the corner. He's got a man in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Carter Kennedy, number 3. There was some pepper on that ball, and Kennedy just couldn't come up with it.
Looked like George Hackman in coverage over there on the far side of the field.
So they burn that down and stop the clock with 8:38 to go. And Homestead tonight making full use of that play clock. Here's a snap, and it's a quarterback keeper. Oh, he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, maybe has a yard.
Shefferly on the stop. Big hit there by Shefferly. You know, Frieden coming into this game was the leading ball carrier for this Homestead team. He had 49 carries coming in. The next closest was 31, and that was Brandon Pinkston. So Frieden's no stranger to carrying the ball.
No, but you have to think if he gets hit like that continued, he's going to start handing that ball off sooner rather than later.
I would.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and goal now from the 9-yard line for Homestead. Here's a snap. He's rolling right, looking to throw. He's got time. Goes into the end zone. He's got a man. Is it good? It is no good. Ball's on the ground. He was going for Kennedy again.
He thought he had it.
Yeah.
He thought he had it for sure. And Carter Kennedy is the leading receiver on this team. He came into this game with 3 touchdowns, and obviously that one hit the ground. The ref was right there. Maybe Grasshopper was down there.
He might have been. His mic is live whenever he wants to chime in. Let's take a look at the X-play.
Hey, again, I was in great position for that right in front of me. I think it did hit the ground. NFL-wise, probably incomplete. It was close. Heck of an effort by the young man, Carter Kennedy.
Yeah, all right. So they call it incomplete, so the kicking team is on to try this this field goal. A 28-yard attempt, and it's up, and it is good. 3 points on the board. So Homestead, off of the interception, is able to convert to 3 points. Your score now 9-3 with 7:50 to go here in the second quarter. We'll step out for a 30-second break. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Wants to make sure your home is ready this season. Get the MVP of home comfort, a super tune-up for just $69. And here's the game changer, free duct cleaning up to 16 openings when you purchase a complete system. Need more? It's just $30 per opening after that. Protect your home turf with Masters Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Proud supporters of Bishop Dwenger football. Go Saints!
Welcome back to live coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming night here at Bishop Dwenger High School. The stands are packed, the kids are jacked up, and the Saints are on top of the Homestead Spartans 9-3. Alongside Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride, welcoming you into second quarter action where the Homestead Spartans have finally got on the board. After a great interception and good run, they thought they had a touchdown, but it was ruled incomplete, so they had to settle for a field goal. And that gets you up to speed. Here we are as number 19, Henry Knipschier, coming off of the successful field goal, gets ready to kick this one away. This is the first time the kick team has been on for Homestead tonight as they received the ball to begin the contest. Here is the kick. It's going to be fielded near the 7-yard line on the far side of the field, running back towards the middle. He shakes one tackle, gets into the scrum, gets out past the 30, and is going to be knocked down around the 32-yard line. Good return that time. Pull your jersey down, young man. Trying to get a look. I think that was Bagu number 5, Zion, on the return that time.
25-yard return for that young man.
All right. They do mark the ball at the 32-yard line. Saints back out on the field on offense.
That interception thrown by Henry Jordan is his first interception thrown since week 1.
Wow.
Been very clean, playing very clean football the last 3 games.
On first down, they spread things out. Russell in motion. They fire to him. In and out of his hands and incomplete.
Not sure much was going to be there anyway. There was 3 white jerseys over there ready for Beckham. Again, I think that's, Jason Russell, the OC, trying to get Henry into a rhythm, trying to give him some confidence back after the interception.
Yep, you bet.
So here we go, unbalanced right offensive line.
They load the right side with a single setback from the shotgun. Here's a pitch, right side. Going to be man-on-man out on that edge. Not much there. Great pursuit by that Homestead defense.
Look like number 10 over there, Anthony Fields, the 5'10", 220-pound senior.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10. Looks like a passing situation here for the Saints. Three wideouts left, 1 wideout right. Single setback. Here's a snap. Looks to throw, fires away, and it is overthrown and incomplete. And again, that drive is going to stall. He was looking for his favorite receiver that time, Beckham Russell, and it was incomplete. So the punt team's going to have to come on for the Saints.
The Saints did feel like they had an opportunity in the seams to hit some of these passes, and Beckham was open.
Yep. So on 4th and 10, the punt team is on for the Saints.
Henry Jordan's 2 of 7 for 5 yards, 1 interception here in the first half.
Carter Kennedy, the man back deep for Homestead, standing at his own 30. Good snap. He gets a leg into it. Nice towering kick. Drives him back to the 27. Falls down and is dropped immediately. And they'll mark him right at the 27-yard line for Homestead.
Looks like Deepin Brock and Thomas Danis on the tackle.
Pretty good to get your long snapper down there to make the tackle, huh?
He's savvy.
That's savvy.
45-yard punt. Every punt for Lucas Wynn tonight has been over 40 yards.
Homestead back out on offense. Logan Frieden saw some growing success here in the second quarter. The first quarter, Homestead would like to forget about with 1 total yard, negative total yard in offense. Here's a quick throw back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more, maybe even a 1-yard loss on that one. They did lose a yard.
Dougie Henry on the stop.
Dwenger on the edge. I mean,
you know, I got to tell you, they're yeah, you're right. That edge that's tough.
Yeah,
tough turf over there.
It is.
Tough way to go.
2nd and long now for Homestead. Twins right, twins left, single setback. Here's a snap. Has time, throws over the middle seam, and it is, incomplete. He had it, and he couldn't maintain it.
Jackson Parrish.
Yeah, Carter Kennedy, the intended receiver, and Jackson Parrish was there to make sure that he couldn't bring that in.
Sean, as a defensive back, what you're taught is, A, get the ball when it's in the air. If you can't get the ball,
get the receiver.
When that receiver puts his hands up, you throw your hand right in between his so the ball he can't catch it. That's exactly what Parrish did.
Yeah.
Great job by that young man. He's been playing defensive back for the Saints since he was a sophomore.
3rd and 10 now for Homestead. Here's a snap. Again, he looks to throw. He's got some time. He gets wrangled. He has pressure. He's going to get dropped. He's going to have a few yards on his hand, but it won't be enough as he stopped near the 30-yard line. So the pocket collapsed nearly immediately, and he was just running, trying to find some positive yards. It's going to bring up 4th and long, Joe.
Homestead does not have a first down so far in this ballgame. They have not converted 1 third down.
On 4th and 7, the punt team is on. Henry Knipschier has a good snap, gets the punt away. Short one this time, but it does take a Homestead bounce, trickling down inside the 30. It's going to check up near the 25.
Excellent punt.
Yes. Got a nice Homestead roll on that one. Well, it's homecoming tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's going to be a lot of extracurriculars during halftime, homecoming court, all that jazz. Lots of things to talk about. We're going to see if John can maybe get a hold of our Director of Advancement and talk about some exciting things that are going on here at Bishop Dwenger, including the CTE. Would be our boss, Katie Slee. I don't know that she is our halftime interview yet, but we'll see.
She'll know when you'll know when she knows.
That's right. Here the Saints are on 1st and 10. Power run. Inside tackle left. It looked like Shefferly on the carry, but I want to get a read there if I can. No, excuse me, that was number 36 again for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Colin on that carry. So he's doing yeoman's work down there, Campbell is. Gets a hard-fought 2-yard gain. Here's a snap. Again, this time around the edge on the right side. He's got room. He's got some green acres. He's down to the 50, the 45. Finally tackled near the 40-yard line. Colin Campbell finds that second gear, Joe.
I tell you what, he sure did, and he didn't go out of bounds either.
Right.
You know what, and I'm a guy that when that's a 42-yard gain, I'm a guy when you run that sweep, I want to see the kids use their speed and get to the sidelines before they turn it up. And they've been cutting it in. That time he went to the sideline.
Here's your Air X-ray replay on that fine quality run by Colin Campbell.
32-yard gain.
32-yard gain, just right off that right edge. Great blocking for him to get out there, and then it's just a foot race. Here we are back to live action on 1st and 10, inside Homestead territory. He's looking to throw, has all kinds of time, has the outlet pass inside the 40, the 35, the 30. That's going to be enough for a Saints first down.
Colin Campbell again. Well-designed play.
Great read that time. He just hung out and waited and hit that
Very
outlet
patient.
pass. Yeah. Nice work by the Saints, moving the chains again down to the 33-yard. Check that, 28-yard line.
Just watch how Campbell just kind of slowly leaks out of there, right?
Yeah.
Gets lost behind the line.
Exactly. And then does a nice job cutting it up, avoiding a couple of tackles. Great run.
We
Great
have
run.
We have a Homestead player was down. He's up now, walking off, but that's why we have a stop in the action here.
Official timeout on the field with 4:03 remaining here in the first half. 9-3 is your score. Dwenger not in the red zone yet, but they're putting a drive together. They are on the 28-yard line. What do you got, Joe?
Colin Campbell, 13 carries, 92 yards in the first half, averaging 7.1 per carry. Not too bad. Give some shout-outs to that offensive line there,
no
too.
kidding. It'll be interesting to see what he ends up with at the end of the game. Okay, timeout is over. Saints back on the field with a fresh set of downs. Ball at the Homestead 28-yard line. Here's a snap. He looks to throw. He's got some time. Rolling right. Still rolling right. Fires downfield and incomplete.
I think he was throwing that away. I'd like to see him, if he's going to throw it away, throw it out of bounds.
Darn right.
Don't give somebody a chance to make a play out there. Casey O'Boyle sent me an update, said Snyder has no first downs against Carroll.
Wow.
Carroll's up 20-7. And O'Boyle would like for you, Sean, to give him a shout-out for that update.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Casey O'Boyle for that update from around the league. What the heck? On 2nd and 10, here's the Saints. Little run-pass option. They give it away, and not much there at all.
Flag.
We've
got a flag, and that one looks to be against the Saints.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5 yards. Still second down.
The ref's breathing a little heavy.
A little heavy.
A lot going on down there.
There's still some heat down there on the carpet, for sure. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 15 as they move the ball back to the 33-yard line. Let's see, they'll spread things out today on this play. 3 wideouts to the right side, 1 wide left.
Here comes the blitz.
From the shotgun, here's a handoff. Oh, he nearly bobbled it right through the middle. He's got a blocker, and he's taken down near the 20-yard line. Wow, that was quite the play right there. Was that Ellinger on the carry?
That was Ellinger on the carry. He bobbled it, brought it back in, ran right up the back of Noah Weimer, the right tackle, gave him a little pushy, right?
Yeah.
And picked up some great yardage to make it 3rd and very manageable here as another Homestead player is down. Looks like maybe cramps.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break right now for an injury timeout after this error x-ray replay. But here's the give. Little bobblehead. You see the ball in the air. Great presence and situational awareness by Ellinger to keep that ball and run it down and get about 13 of those yards back. So we'll go ahead and step out for the injury timeout, and when we come back, hopefully that young man will be up and going and ready to go again. But you are watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saint Sports Network.
As Dwenger alumni and citizens of two worlds, we know how important it is to have the sacraments of the Catholic Church available as we pass on from this life. We are excited to announce the opening of St. Joe Hospice Suites as the only faith-based hospice in Northeast Indiana. In our St. Joseph's Chapel, the Blessed Sacrament and Adoration will be offered to our families along with an intimate private mass to be said within our patient suites. All sacraments will be encouraged. St. Joe Hospice Suites, offering Catholic compassion and care when it's needed.
Welcome back to the football game, ladies and gentlemen. Broadcasting live alongside Joe Wharton. I'm Sean McBride with the crew of the Saint Sports Network. We've got an injury timeout on the field right now as a Homestead player is just now sat up, and looks like maybe a D lineman for the Homestead Spartans. Trying to get a read on that. But he's being attended to, so while we do that, let's talk about our wonderful sponsors. This one is the Tippmann Group since 1968. Tippmann Group has been a family-owned business, providing that personal touch with all customers. Thank you to the Tippmann Group for supporting our Saints. Another great sponsor here for the Bishop Dwenger Saints in all their athletic programs is Glenbrook Automotive. Since the 70s, Glenbrook Automotive's commitment to customer service and community support has kept Fort Wayne running. Visit them under the giant American flag on Coliseum Boulevard. That's Glenbrook Automotive. And yes, it does look like Nate Lynch is being walking off the field under his own power, so we wish the best for him. He was the starting outside linebacker for Homestead. And now, back to live action. The Saints are facing a 3rd and 2 from the Homestead 20-yard line. Here's a snap. Wheel route to the right side. The pitch is good. Ellinger's got it. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 10, inside the 10, rolling down to about the 8-yard line. So Houston Ellinger seems to be giving young Colin Campbell maybe a little breath during this.
And that's okay.
Darn right it is.
Give these seniors a chance to get their team in the end zone.
Here's a snap again. Quick pitch right side. Hurry up, bang, bang play. And it's going to be a gain of 1 or 2 that time inside the 10. Let's see where they mark this one. Maybe down to the 6.
They're trying to wear out this defense, and I think it's working.
I think you're right, Joe. Yeah. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6 now for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. As some fresh jerseys come in for this play. Saints taking their time in the huddle. Play clock down below. Play clock is at 5. Here's a snap. Quick give through the middle. He's got some room. Piles in and
the 1.
He's at the 1-yard line. Wow.
He kind of skipped in on his belly.
Right.
I wonder what Grasshopper saw down there.
Yeah, let's check in with John Kelty. I'm sure he's right there on the action. John, what do you see for us?
Yeah, I'm over here on our sideline, right at the goal line. I thought he was in, but I'll welcome any opportunity to milk some more clock off.
There you go. On 3rd and 1 for the Saints. And it looks like he's going to go back to the shotgun. Okay. And again, quick give through the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. Homestead defense showed up on that one. So no gain on the play. Going to bring up 4th and goal from the 1. Homestead Spartan defense getting stingy now, Joe.
No, that's a great stand there. Can they do it again? On 4th down you go, right? The way your defense is playing,
yeah.
If you pin Homestead with 1.5 minutes to go at their own 1, who cares?
That's right.
Put the ball in the end zone, Sean.
Here we go, boys. Jordan on the sideline coming in with 10 seconds to go on the play clock.
He better hurry or they're going to have to take a timeout.
I don't think this is going to work.
Not going to work.
Now at 5.
That's okay. Run the time off the clock. Get a timeout.
Yep.
Timeout. There it is.
There it is. Jason Garrett calls a timeout. Critical down coming up for the Saints while we take this 30-second break. Reminder that the score is 9-3. Saints threatening with a 4th and 1 when we come back. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetics Surgery is the premier oral and facial surgery team in the tri-state region. As a full-scope practice with a proven track record, they offer outstanding care and exceptional results. With over a century of combined experience, they specialize in restoring natural beauty and self-confidence through surgical and non-surgical methods. By understanding just what patients need and want, OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery is dedicated to helping you live your best life.
And we are back to live action, folks. Here it comes on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. The Saints are lined up from the shotgun. Jordan has a single setback behind him. This is a big one. Man in motion. They flood the left side. Quarterback decides to keep it, looks to pitch it into the end zone. It is good. A touchdown.
Wow.
A little shovel pass out there, and it is good as Ellinger comes up with the catch, and 6 more points on the board for the Saints.
Going for 2 here because of the block point.
Yep.
PAT earlier, going for 2. It's the right call.
After the point after, we'll take a look at that error X-ray replay of the touchdown.
Run pass option for Henry Jordan. He could either run it in If not, you have a chance to pass it. RPO.
That's it. So they set the ball. And they are going for 2 at this point. Offense is on the field. 15-3 is your score. You got a trips package to the right side. 1 wide left. Here's a snap. He looks to throw, rolling right. He's got pressure. He gets out of it. Still rolling, firing to the back of the end zone and incomplete. Nice coverage that time. Oh, a late flag. Hold the phone. We've got a flag on the play. We'll listen into the white hat as he makes the call.
He's pointing at the Saints.
Yeah. And the Saints are coming off the field. So we will await the call from the officials as they are still grouped down near the 10-yard line.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty that will be enforced on the kickoff.
All right, that one goes against the Saints. So 6 points stand, and the score remains 15-3. Let's take a look at that touchdown on the Error X-ray replay. You see Henry Jordan here, Joe, flowing out left. And just flicks it to Ellinger in the end zone.
Whatever
there
it works.
Is. That's right. Wow, amazing. Okay.
That's Henry Jordan's 4th touchdown pass of the season. So he's 4-4 right now in the season. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Well, the unsportsmanlike, which is very unfortunate, uncharacteristic, moves the Saints back to the 25-yard line on this kickoff.
Quick update, Sean. East Noble is boat racing Leo 28-7.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. That makes me think about DeKalb even more. I don't know why. You know? I mean, come on. What's going on there? All right. So, Saints getting ready to launch this one. 2 men back deep for Homestead. Long kick taken near the 17-yard line. We've got whistles. Hang on. This one's coming back. Offsides against the Saints. That'll move them back 5 more yards. No announcement on this one, I think. That's exactly what they'll do, is move the ball back to the 20, and they will re-kick. Now, interestingly enough, this should provide Homestead with a shorter field. But here's the problem for the Spartans. 1:04 remaining in the first half. And Dwenger gets the ball to start the second half. Lucas Wynn charging up the rocket. There it goes. High end over end kick, a little shorter this time. Bounces near the 30. It is picked up, and he is hammered at the 34-yard line. Not much of a return there for number 24 for the Homestead Spartans on the return that time.
Credit Doug Henry on a special teams tackle there.
That's right. Braylon Wimes, the return man for Homestead, as the ball is resting right at the 34-yard line. One minute exactly remaining here in the first half. 3 down linemen for the Saints defense. Saints defensive backfield loosening up a little bit. Now they come in closer. Here's a snap. Oh, it's a bad snap. He's back at the 20, covers it near the 17-yard line. Just well off center. Quarterback didn't have a chance at that one.
Xavier Dow's get credit for that tackle for loss. He was the first one there.
Now, are the Saints thinking about preserving some time here, is the question.
They have 1 timeout remaining.
Clock continues to tick.
Probably not going to do much.
No.
One left is probably not going to help you.
No. On second and forever. Here's a quick give to the tailback, trying the right side. Not much there. Back out to the 24.
No, it's not going to matter.
Still no time.
Not going to matter.
That
It's
might
only
do
third
it.
down.
Yeah, that might do it for your first half right here. Will they get a play off in 10 seconds? I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they want to.
I don't think they want to. The Saints are going to go in with a commanding lead of 15-3 over the Spartans here at Shields Field. And that will do it for your first half of action, ladies and gentlemen, as both teams make their way into the locker rooms to talk about what went right and what went wrong. It's all Saints so far. See if John Kelty can catch up with Coach Garrett as he makes his way across the 50, across the 45 now, walking gingerly. Let's see if John can make it to him, get his words about the first half before he goes into the locker room. See if we can get his take on the first half here. Here he comes. And we might even be able to get him on camera as Joe Romey is making his way over there as well. So stay here and stay frosty with us, guys. We'll see if we can get a hold of Coach Garrett and get his thoughts before he goes into the locker room. John, it's all you.
Hey, Sean, here with Coach Garrett. A couple turnovers that game, or in that first half. Talk about the leadership of this group. Henry Jordan hyping up guys on the sideline, throwing that touchdown pass at the end. The senior group seems special. Talk about their leadership in that first half.
Well, just grinding it out. I mean, some things didn't go our way. That happens. And, yeah, the big turnover, defense stepped up. I mean, that's the leadership. So, gosh, I mean, I think we're dominating a lot of all three facets right now. We just got to settle down and, we'll make a few adjustments. The defense is playing great, and offense seemed to get some rhythm there at the end. So,
okay, all right, thank you, Coach. Good luck.
All right, John, thanks very much for that update. Always great to hear from Coach on his way into the end zone. John's going to try and grab a halftime interview as well. But right now we've got some goings-on the field, and looks like it's time for the homecoming presentation. So we're going to prepare for that by taking a break here, and when we come back, lots more to do and talk about during our halftime presentation. We'll be back in a little bit, folks. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Tippmann Group is a family-owned business that's proud to call Fort Wayne home. We build cold storage facilities all around the United States, run one of the largest cold storage companies in the nation, and lease office space in Fort Wayne, like inside the Lincoln Tower.
Hi, I'm John Tippmann, president of Tippmann Group, and our family has been part of the Bishop Dwenger family for many years. We are a proud supporter of Dwenger Athletics. Go Saints.
From Italian classics at Salvatore's to sizzling fajitas and bold margaritas at El Azteca, premium steaks seared to perfection at Shorty's, or the freshest seafood at Paula's on Main, and of course, the iconic Powers Slider. Proud to be locally owned and operated, the Salvatore's Restaurant Group provides unique dining experiences crafted with passion right here in Fort Wayne. Wherever you join us, it's always our family serving yours.
And we are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. This is our halftime presentation featuring the Bishop Dwenger Saints versus the Homestead Spartans. It is homecoming night here at Bishop Dwenger High School, and you are able to get a good look at the homecoming court as they are presented. Lots of fun stuff going on down there for everyone here in the stands. For us up in there in the booth, it's great to see these kids out here. We love supporting them, and can't thank you enough for tuning in. And so we've got a lot to talk about here during our halftime presentation. And we're going to keep it all football-based until we have our halftime interview. 15-3 is your score as Terry and Joe look at the first half numbers and should be ready to report on that. But so far, besides a few hiccups, the Saints have absolutely dominated this contest with a score of 15-3. We're looking pretty good that way. Joe, what's your thoughts?
Well,
I know,
Sean, the stats. I know you got food coming to your face.
I know,
and you get all confused.
I'm
and you
distracted.
Don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah.
The stats back up what you just said. The complete domination by the Saints. First downs in that first half. Homestead 0, Bishop Dwenger 6. Total yards. Bishop Dwenger 152 total yards in the first half. The Homestead Spartans -5.
Oh my.
Passing yards, 0 for Homestead, 19 yards for the Saints. 1 of 7. Frieden is 1 of 7 through the air. Henry Jordan, 4 of 11. Rushing, -5 yards for Homestead. 133 rushing yards in the first half for Bishop Dwenger. Rushing attempts, 21 for the Saints, 17 for Homestead. Penalties, 1 for the Spartans. 4 penalties for 40 yards against your Bishop Dwenger Saints. 1 turnover for the Saints, 2 turnovers for the Saints, 1 for Homestead. And time of possession, well, actually, Homestead is winning that category, Sean. They have a little more time of possession than the Saints, but -5 total yards in the first half for Homestead. No first downs, 1 of 7 through the air. Complete domination by the Saints defense.
So having watched the contest, Joe, I don't know that the Spartans were really doing anything wrong or incorrectly. I just think the Saints defense is that good. What's your take on that?
Yeah, they're flying all over the field. They're confusing. You know, Homestead likes to get up to the line and act like they're going to snap it, and the quarterback claps his hands, and then everybody kind of stands up and looks at the sideline. It gives the coaches a chance to take a look at the defensive set, and then they'll call in the play. I mean, they've been doing it forever. Yeah. Well, the Saints are lining up their DBs all in a row. They're not showing what their coverage they're going to be in. They're not showing if they're man or zone. They're not showing anything. And I think the Homestead offensive coordinator is just really confused about, hey, it's a lot easier to call plays when I can figure out what defense they're going to run. But when I can't, he's grab bagging, right? He's guessing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so they've got a tough road to hoe. They've got some things to figure out in the second half, the Homestead Spartans do. The Saints have to limit their penalties and mistakes. Again, when you're dominating a team like this, again, 15-3, and they've got negative yardage as a total offensive output, penalties should be very few and very far between. So I don't like to hear that they've got 40 yards in penalties, but it is what it is. And we're watching young men play football. So that stuff happens, but let's hope the Saints can kind of clean that up a little bit here in the second half. And, Joe, when it comes to the second half of action, again, from a coaching perspective, you've been in those locker rooms during halftime. What's your message at this point? Stay the course? Doing what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Why would you change anything?
Right.
They haven't gained any yards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Offensively, again, I'd like to see Henry Jordan get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, he's 4 of 11 for 19 yards.
Yeah.
That passing game has to come along.
Yeah.
It just has to get there. You have to be able to throw a little bit to make a run in the playoffs.
And you have to hit other receivers.
You do. Spread the ball around.
Other than Beckham, you know. Yeah, we know that's his favorite, receiver.
For good reason.
So does everybody else.
Right.
You know, I mean, come on. Yeah, so, he needs to trust his other receivers, be a little more flexible, and, and really just kind of be accurate and fall into your rhythm, just like what you said. Yeah, absolutely.
So let's see if we can get Henry in a rhythm in the second half, and the defense is going to do what they do, and special teams, they're going to do what they do, Sean. But the running game is working right now for the Saints. 100 and what did you say there? That was 150 some yards, I think, of rushing in the first half. So great job with those big uglies up front, opening up some holes. And the sophomore Colin Campbell, we can't say enough about him, right?
That's exactly what I was just going to point out. If when it comes time for the Friday Night Lights, you hope that your underclassmen show up. And Colin Campbell, I mean, my gosh, he's showing up in a big way.
It's so true, Sean. And having coached, you see kids in practice, sophomores even in practice, that just they just tear it up in practice, and then they get out there on Friday night and the lights go on and the stands are full, and they just tighten up a little bit, and they don't do what you've seen them do in practice all week. Not the case with Colin Campbell. He runs so daggone hard. He put the ball on the ground one time, okay? He's a sophomore.
Yep.
You're going to have sophomores do things like that. He's going to learn from it, right? But he runs so hard, he hits the hole so hard, and then he's got that speed to take it to the house.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely.
So bright future for that young man, and hey, it's not a bad deal running behind that offensive line.
Isn't that the truth? You bet. When we talk about the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the remainder of the season, as they are now officially SAC contenders and looking very strong in that category, they still have a lot of competition to go. We talked about this during our pregame show, but next week they are going to be away at Spooler Stadium to take on the Northrop Bruins, exceedingly skilled at the skill positions. And I expect that the DBs for Bishop Dwenger are going to get a real test next week. Then it doesn't get any easier as they take on the Bishop Luers Knights at Bishop Lures. Then they've got Snyder, and then they finish with South Side. So, again, a tough road to hoe for the BD Saints coming up as they hit the meat of their schedule. And let's look at the other side of the squad here. I mean, we've got the Homestead Spartans in their next games. They take on Snyder next. Then they are at Carroll. Then they take on a surprisingly good 3-1 Northside squad and finally finish with Concordia as well. So, again, you'd think from a Homestead perspective, this is it. You know, this is the gauntlet that we have to run through. We need to have a great showing against the Saints so that we can defend our turf against the Snyder Panthers. And so far, this game has proven to be a lot harder than what I think they thought it was going to be.
Well, and it sounds like Snyder's struggling against Carroll tonight.
Yeah.
Had no really, when we last got an update from O'Boyle, Snyder had not had a first down in that game, and that seemed to be late in the first half.
Yeah.
So it's, this defense is just as special as I thought it would be coming in. And the Saints are doing a terrific job. But, yeah, you talked about this SAC schedule. It is just an absolute gauntlet. And it sounds like they're naming the homecoming king and queen. And, you know, maybe John Kelty's down there and can round them
great.
up, you know.
Yeah, when they do that, let's see who they are and get their names and picks. I see that Joe Romy, our sideline cameraman, is there in the thick of the action. And it looks like your king and queen have been crowned. And so, yeah, it would be a great opportunity to meet these kids and see who they are and all that kind of fun
Let's flash
stuff.
back for a minute, Sean. I remember when you and I were doing a Lures game. This goes back years ago, and it was homecoming, and we had the sideline reporter go over and talk to him after the announcement.
That was me, as a matter of fact.
That was you.
I think because you and Bridger, this goes way back.
Way back.
Way back.
And you asked the homecoming queen, you said, well, what do you think? Did you have any idea you'd win? And he said, I knew I'd win.
I knew I'd win. Yeah, I knew.
Very humble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
young
very
man.
humble, yeah. And the way he said it, his head was tilted back.
I knew I'd win.
Yeah, I knew I'd win. So I called him Slick.
Slick.
Okay, Slick. Thank you.
Well,
thanks for
let's
your
talk
time,
to the
Slick.
queen. We're done talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so... Yeah, that was quite the.
I haven't forgotten that.
I unfortunately don't remember that young man's name, but that was a lot of fun. That was good stuff. Yeah, you bet. I see young Mr. Kelty is down there waiting for the pictures to be done, and so it looks like Mom and Dad might be out there as well. What a great time for these kids! A great memory, hopefully, that's brewing with them. And hopefully they soak in everything that's good about tonight.
Weren't you the homecoming king, Sean?
You know, I just missed it. I missed it out to Pat
Couple
Tippman.
votes?
Yeah, a couple votes. Pat Tippman, I think, was yeah, that's not true. I know that.
Pat Tippman.
Yeah, so looks like John is down there getting ready to hopefully talk to these kids. And, you know, they're Mr. and Mrs. Popular right now, so it's not easy. So
Well, don't they know how valuable John's time is?
Probably not. I'm guessing they don't. I don't know. But, yeah, let's see.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right.
This ought to be good.
I agree. Or it's going to be something. One of the two. I don't know. We have the king in sight. The queen might be making her way to do some other things. I think is she a cheerleader or on the pom squad as well? I don't know. Let's take it down to John and interview the king of the court tonight. John, it's all up to you. John's still getting some last-minute instructions from the king.
Here we go. Thanks, Sean. I'm here with the homecoming king, Marco Cavazzini. His twin sister, remind me, her name is?
Monica.
Monica had to run off. She might be performing here at halftime, but Marco is her homecoming queen. I got to ask you, did you expect it?
Yeah, I did kind of expect it.
Yeah, people talking in the hallways.
Yeah, I mean, I got to talking around. I was asking people to vote for me. I mean, there was this one freshman on the cross-country team because I'm captain of the cross-country team, and I told all the people to vote for me and to advocate for me as well, to get other people to vote for me. And this one freshman, his name was Jaden Eichman. I see myself in this man, and he told me, came into cross-country practice today, he said, Marco, I got 5 more people to vote for you. And I said, man, thank you so much. I think he might have been a great factor.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Marco. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good stuff. Marco, congratulations. And I think he said, what, his twin sister?
Twin sister.
My goodness.
And, you know, he did some internal polling.
Yeah.
And kind of felt like it was his night.
Who knew? I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know you could do that. That's great. Wonderful. Well, it looks like the Palm squad is getting ready to take the field, so all kinds of fun stuff is happening down there on the field. We're going to go ahead and step out for a break here. When we come back, lots more to talk about and look at. So stick around, football fans. It looks like the Saints are still on top, 15-3 here at half. So we're going to come back after this break. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 260-407-1022 for a healthier home today.
At Buchanan, your career moves with purpose. Start strong with a position in sales, admin, accounting, operations, or as a truck driver or mechanic. We recognize when you go above and beyond. That's why we offer competitive benefits, health coverage, and retirement plans. We provide the training and support you need to succeed. Community isn't just a value at Buchanan, it's an action. So if you're looking for more than a job and you want a career that grows with you, then discover the Buchanan Advantage.
What a beautiful day. He's so dirty. Call MJM Mechanical.
Dirty air conditioner? Clean it up with an MJM Mechanical AC tune-up. Lower utility bills, increase AC lifespan, and guarantee a breakdown-free season for only $89. Quality is not just something we say, it's in everything we do. So visit mjmfortwayne.com or call today.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just sitting here enjoying the entertainment down on the field. Some of the teams, special teams, have come out to start their practice. This is halftime at homecoming for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, where they are enjoying a commanding lead 15-3 over the Homestead Spartans. Alongside Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride. And Joe, do you got some updates from around the area?
I do. Let's check some scores here. East Noble leads Leo 28-7. Carroll taking it to Snyder in the first half, 34-7.
Wow.
Wow, what does that say? Northrop, 41-0 over Concordia. That's not unexpected.
Yep.
Bishop Luers, here's a score for you.
Okay.
Bishop Luers, obviously Casey O'Boyle's favorite team, is tied with Northside, 14-all.
Wow.
Southside leads Wayne 14-0. Columbia City on top of DeKalb, 21-7.
Wow.
Interesting there.
Yeah.
New Haven actually leading Norwell 28-7.
Okay.
Huntington North is besting Belmont, not a surprise, 21-0. And West Noble 14-6 over FRF, whoever O'Boyle meant for that to be.
Terry might know. He used to coach at Central
FRF.
Noble.
Who would West Noble be playing at FRF?
Fremont?
Fremont, Fairfield? Fairfield. Let's go with Fairfield.
We'll go with
Final
Fairfield.
answer.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for that. The Saints have come back out onto the field. We got about, looks like just under 3 minutes to go here in our halftime presentation. And again, for you faithful watchers, we can't thank you enough. We will be back in a couple weeks. So it looks like the Saints are going to go on the road show to take on Northrop and Luers. And then they will be home for Snyder and Southside. So we will be with you for those contests. I would imagine Summit City is probably going to be at Northrop.
They are. I talked to Tim Atkinson.
Do you? Okay, yep.
And also they're going to be at Luers.
I see. Okay. good to know. That is the remaining schedule for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. For the visiting Homestead Spartans, they will have Snyder, Carroll, Northside, and Concordia to wrap up their season. And again, this is, it's amazing how quickly this season has just kind of, here we are right in the middle of it already, Joe. It's kind of crazy.
It's unbelievable how fast it's gone, and I want to talk a little bit about this defense.
Yeah.
This defense has only given up 6 points per game.
Yeah.
The Saints defense. They're the number 10 ranked defense in the entire state out of all the classes.
Wow.
Number 10.
Yeah.
I talked about they have 10 sacks coming into this game. They had 10 sacks, 44 tackles for loss coming into this one. 44, Sean. It's filthy.
It
Just
is
filthy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Plus good. 6 on takeaways. That they're going to add to that total tonight. They've had 4 interceptions, 7 fumble recoveries. And BD's offense coming into tonight had thrown 3 interceptions. Again, none since the first game.
Yep.
1 here tonight. And the Saints had only lost 2 fumbles all year until we lost the one down there that Colin Campbell put on the ground.
Yeah.
So
and
the Saints
next
has really
play they caused another one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But they've done the Saints offense has done a great job really taking care of the ball, and that's all part of it, right? When you talk about, what does the offense need to do? Well, first and foremost, take care of the football.
Sure.
Right. Second of all, move the chains and try to end up in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
But so really, you got to look at the bright side there. And we talked about Casey Piper, the leading tackler in this one. 45 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, 9.5 tackles for loss. Right behind him is Doug Henry, number 6. Sometimes I call him Stevie Henry because that's how he plays. Doug has 41 tackles, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, and 5.5 tackles for loss. So just filthy, filthy defense. Can I say that?
You can, absolutely. And the great thing about that, what we've seen, is that the next phase just steps right in, and that is special teams. When, in fact, the Saints come out on offense, they generally have a much shorter field than the other team does. So they don't have to generally put together an 80-yard, 12-play drive. We've seen it tonight.
That's a great point.
They started at the 42. They started at the 49 of Homestead. They start with these short fields. That should take a lot of the pressure off the offense to put together a 10-play drive to try and score, and it has. So hats off not only to this filthy defense, but you guys got Wen and the streakers that are going down, pinning these guys back deep, giving a long field to the opposing offense.
Can we call them gunners, not streakers?
Gunners. Streakers, gunners. Yeah, okay. Gunners sounds better. Yeah.
Let's go with the gunners.
All right. The Vipers. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's a great point. And you look at the Saints' offensive output, and it's not 400, 500 yards a game, but that's because a lot of times they start on short fields.
Yes, precisely.
And it's not, they don't have to go 80 yards, just what you said. So they've had been averaging 222 yards, the offense has, all year per game. Right, 144 of that is rushing. That's 4.3 average for the Saints rushing, which is pretty darn good. They're bettering that tonight, right? Colin Campbell's averaged 7.1 yards per carry in the first half.
Yeah.
So the Saints are really getting after tonight in the running game. It just keeps getting better. I like the offensive formations, that bunch tight.
Yeah.
They're running some motions. I love motion, by the way.
Sure.
I think in high school, when you have an offensive scheme and you're putting people in motion, what that does is it gets these high school kids on defense, it gets their eyes moving.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they might be a step slower because their eyes are moving and they're not ready for the snap. They're trying to compute things in their head.
Yep.
I love motion. You're seeing a little bit of that tonight. The bunch formation, tight bunch, you're seeing, and just really. And if you want to know about points, our offense, or this team has averaged 21.5 points per game.
There you go. Well on their way to get that tonight. We will see what happens here in the second half. We've got about a minute to go before the second half kicks off, so we'll step out for a 30-second break. When we come back, it is kickoff time. You are watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Welcome to Air X-Ray, your best solution for indoor air quality. Start protecting your home with our interior and exterior waterproofing services for basements and crawl spaces. Prevent moisture, mold, and flooding, all while improving the air quality in your home. Visit airxray.com or call us at 407-1022 for a healthier home today.
We are back live here at Shields Field alongside Joe Wharton. I'm Sean McBride. Halftime is trickling down to the end, and the third quarter is getting ready to start, where the Bishop Dwenger Saints will be receiving the ball already with a 15-3 lead. Beautiful night here for homecoming. These beautiful fall temperatures. Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, beautiful fall temperatures.
We got the air conditioning going on here, and boy, that was a hot day. Very, very not middle of September weather this past week. So hope you're inside, hope you're staying cool and enjoying the contest here tonight between the Homestead Spartans and the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Sean, if you're Homestead, do you consider an onside kick here? Do you try to get some momentum into your corner?
You got to have a spark, because every spark they've had so far has fizzled. It hasn't worked yet. So, hey, you know what? Why not at this point? I don't know if they're going to, but I wouldn't doubt it if they did. And they launch a deep one, and this one's going to go out of the end zone and be a touchback. So no onside kick there for the Spartans, as the Saints will come out after the touchback on offense. Led by the senior, Henry Jordan. In the backfield with him, we see A.J. Shefferly, Houston Ellinger, Beckham Russell, Nick Tipman, Thomas Danis, and, of course, the sophomore that has been highlighted tonight, Colin Campbell.
Shefferly in the backfield. Here we go.
Shefferly back there with Jordan. Trips package out to the right side. Quarterback design keeper this time, following Shefferly through the hole. He'll take it out to the 25.
Yeah, nice pick up there. I like that. That's a quarterback blast, essentially, quarterback ISO, and that's a good play. I saw that in the playbook. I saw them run that in practice this week. I wondered if we would see it tonight, and there he was.
Gets him right into the action right away, the quarterback. And that time for a nice gain of 5. 2nd and 5, the playbook wide open right now. Same formation. Here's the snap. He looks to throw on 2nd down. Gets flushed from the pocket. Decides to go north and south. Slides down near the 28-yard line.
Third and manageable for the Saints.
They're going to move him back a yard. Well, in between the 27 and 28, so.
Saints were 3 out of 9 in the first half or on third down
conversions. Okay, good to know. You know, it's kind of nice that Terry's sitting next to you now instead of the front row. You sound so much smarter. I'll say that.
Well, didn't take much.
Well, it took Terry to move up next to you. That's what it took. 3rd and short, big down. Here's a pitch to the outside. Cutting it up. He's got the first down and more. A.J. Shefferly out to the 35.
Hard running backs.
Yes.
Colin Campbell.
Yeah.
A.J. Shefferly.
Love to see
Dougie
it.
Henry.
Yeah.
Houston Ellinger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to tackle any of them.
No. You probably couldn't.
Well, if I was in good tackling position, I could make a play.
Well, that's a big if. I'll say that. But no, great job by the Saints. 1st and 10, moving the chains. They mark them at the 36, actually. And they will come out with that same formation. Trips to the right. Henry Jordan surveys the defense. Here's a snap. Play action. Fires out to the flats. A little low and incomplete.
Again, that's a long throw from this hash all the way across to the opposite numbers. That's a long throw.
It is. Here comes their 2nd attempt. From the 36. Here's a give to the tailback. That's Shefferly trying to follow his blockers. He'll go back to the line of scrimmage. They might give him something. Doesn't look like it.
Number 7, Austin Handel on the stop for the Spartans.
Brings up 3rd and 10 now for the Saints. They did start this third quarter with the first down. This is going to be a test and a half right here on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, stepping into the pocket, getting out of it. Oh, no. They tracked him. Was he down?
He was down.
That's going to be a sack. Way back at the 27, 28-yard line.
I didn't see anybody open, Sean.
I was
really
looking at
not
the
much Henry could
so
do there.
Not much there. So nice sack by Homestead. And the punt team comes on for the Saints.
We always talk about that first possession after half, how important it is.
Yeah.
Well, the Saints offense didn't get it done, so now we got to see if the Saints defense can get it done. You certainly don't want Homestead to gain any momentum early here in the third quarter.
That's right. And they're going to have a short field coming up on this return. Good snap, gets his leg into it. High kick, plenty of time for the Vipers to get down there. And it's going to take a hit and come off of a Saint leg near the 41-yard line. So, yeah, no return on that one, but still a short field coming up for the Homestead Spartans. Folks, Air X-Ray specializes in providing safe and healthy air quality. Call their experts to improve the health of your home. That is our great sponsor, Air X-Ray. Here's Homestead on offense. On 1st and 10, he looks to throw, checks off, going deep, and it's going to be well incomplete. No chance of a catch there.
Flag.
There is a flag near the 45-yard line.
It was a double move.
Yeah, it looks like a chair route.
Yeah, and you know what? If there's a double move and you think you're about to get beat deep, go ahead and interfere.
You grab him.
Take the penalty. Don't give up the touchdown. I don't have a problem with it.
Here comes the call.
Pass interference, defense, a 15-yard penalty, first down.
All righty.
And that should be the first down for the Homestead Spartans all night, and it comes on a penalty by the Saints.
And they get pushed into Dwenger territory at the 45-yard line. It looks like 44 is where they're going to officially mark it. So the first drive in the second half for Homestead finds them in Dwenger territory on a 1st and 10. Snap, looks to throw, pocket collapses, he runs out of it, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much, actually still a tackle for loss.
Frieden was looking to get down.
Yeah.
He's been taking some hits today.
He has.
He saw the gold jerseys closing in on him, and he got down quick, and I don't blame him.
He did, yeah. So officially a tackle for loss of 1 yard, brings up 2nd and 11. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Saints show pressure and back off. Play action. Looking to throw. He's scrambling. He's got pressure. Dumps it off and incomplete. A.J. Shefferly providing the pressure on his backside right there, and he just throws the ball away. Looks like we've got a down Spartan on the far side of the field. Let's go down to John Kelty. John, what do you have for us?
Hey, Sean, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but the wind's starting to pick up here down on the field, moving from the far side of the field to the near side, moving east to west. I don't know if that'll be a factor with the passing game, but on Lucas Wentz' punt, it sure looked like that punt got hung up in the air.
Yeah, good point. Thanks for that observation, John. See, it's quality reporting like that, Joe.
Golly.
Yeah, he's earning his keep.
He is, you know. He's going to earn another week with us.
Yeah.
That looks like, and that's a big loss for the
number 3.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's Carter Kennedy.
Carter Kennedy. He's their leading receiver coming in this game, and it's not even close, guys.
Yeah.
So, 20 receptions, 421 yards, 105 yards a game, 3 touchdowns coming into this one. That's a big loss if he's not able to return.
All right, so Frieden just lost his favorite receiver on 3rd and 11. Will the Saints bring the heat?
Yes.
Yeah, they're 6 in the box right now, itching to get that quarterback.
No, they
fall off. He's still got pressure,
holding.
And we've got a flag. That's going to be holding on the offense. He throws the ball downfield and incomplete.
Casey Piper giving chase to Frieden there, but it looks like an obvious hold. One of the offensive linemen just tackled the defender coming through.
And we've got a Saint down in the backfield. Might have been just a cramp. He's up and going again. Is that O'Keefe back there? No, that's Ellinger, number 23. He looks all right. Here comes the call.
Holding. Offense. A 10-yard penalty.
I think the down marker is off. It
should be fourth down if you decline it.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4th and 11 or 3rd and 21.
That makes a difference.
That penalty has been declined. It is 4th down.
Yeah.
Still
okay.
says second on the down marker.
Right.
What is going on over there with the chain gang?
Is it Tony Lay? It's probably Tony Lay, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't think Paul Pisa would make a mistake like that.
It still says second down over there. I'm going to go down there. Now it went to third.
One more. There it is. Okay. All right. On 4th and 11, the punt team comes on for Homestead.
The good news is for Homestead, they're not punting out of their own end zone.
Right. Like they've done so many times tonight. Let's see if they can pin the Saints back or if Dwenger can get a return on their hands here. Good snap. Punt is away. It's going to be taken, dropped near the 5, picked up, running north and south to the 10, to the 15, and that's where he's going to be dropped near the 14-yard line. Is that Russell on the return?
It was.
Yeah. Okay. Third quarter action, 7:34 to go. Saints on top, 15-3. Kind of a slow start here in the third quarter of the second half. But let's see what the Saints can do here on offense as they place the ball at the 14-yard line on the far hash.
Shefferly still in the backfield for the Saints.
Bunch package to the left side. Here's a snap. They flow. Good stick that time by number 7. Not much of a gain at all.
I would really like to see him try to get that outside.
Yeah, Austin Handel, number 7 for the Spartans. We've talked about him before. He's having a good night on defense. And it looks like we've got Nick Brown still on the carpet for Homestead.
Boy, they have been dropping.
Yeah.
Kelty, have you seen down there Colin Campbell anywhere?
Hey, I haven't. I'll keep an eye out for him.
I just didn't know if something's going on, why he's not in there. Yeah, keep an eye out.
I'll keep an eye out. And they've got the mustard packets flowing here on the sideline. We've seen a couple players go down with cramps, so but I'll look out for Campbell.
Okay. Good stuff, John. Thanks very much for that. Well, we've got a cramping issue, it looks like, with young Mr. Brown. He's a senior, 6'2", 245.
Beefy.
Yeah, integral part of that front 3 down line for Homestead. And after the timeout, no gain on that play, so 2nd and 10 coming up for the Saints. Bunch package again on the far side. Following that block. Nice trap. Here he goes. Colin Campbell is away. He's at the 40.
John, I found him. Quit looking.
There he is. All right. Colin Campbell races down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Saints.
25-yard pickup. 28-yard pickup.
Incredible. See if we can take a look at that 28-yard scamper that time on your Air X-ray replay. Yeah, they pull Trey in. Nice little trap there, following his blockers. Gets out past the 30, and yeah, boy, great run that time. Here we are back to live action. 1st and 10. Again, give to the tailback. Oh, he can't make it through the line that time. It's going to be a tackle for no gain.
Yeah, Homestead had seen enough of that. They brought the linebackers. They were done.
Officially, that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11 now. Same formation. Here's a snap. Another trap. They found the room this time, and he is dragged down from behind. Almost looked like a horse collar to me, but he has enough for the first down in Homestead territory, down to the 47.
Another great run. They pulled one of their receivers in the bunch. 14-yard gain. They pulled one of the receivers in the bunch, and they pulled a lineman through there. You talk about a trap. That's a power play, but you don't even have a fullback.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of that tight bunch. You can do so much with it.
They will do that same formation on the left side this time on a first down. Here's a snap.
Same play the other way.
Same play the other way. This one, not much there. Maybe a yard.
41 on the stop. That's Nolan Rogers.
Inside linebacker, yeah. You have to think with that formation too, Joe, as an offensive coordinator, now would be a great time to play action, something out of that formation.
Love play action.
Yeah, because the
on
box is
second down.
going to shrink. They're going to get sucked in.
I love it on first and second down.
You bet. Here it is, 2nd and 9 now for the Saints in Homestead territory. Here's a snap. Get to the tailback through the middle. He dances through. That's Colin Campbell again with a nice little gainer inside the 40 of Homestead.
You know, you think about big, strong, sophomore running backs. You think about Devin Tittman, right?
Oh, boy.
2018.
Yeah,
that was another
sure.
one.
Yeah.
Just has that instinct, has that strength, has that speed, has the will, to move the chains. And you see that in Colin Campbell.
3rd and 2 now coming up for the Saints. They place the ball at the 39.
Did I tell you that he went to Besançon, St. Louis Besançon, Colin Campbell? How many times have I mentioned that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He's Besançon tough.
Okay, very good. They might not have gotten it
I don't think they did.
Yeah, he evaded one tackler in the backfield, but then kind of ran into a wall. So we'll call that no gain on the play. He's going to bring up 4th and short. Kind of no man's land here. If they mark it at the 39.
Oh, is this the dog pound offense?
Here we go. Ellinger checks in.
It's the dog pound offense, boys and girls.
Along with Gunnar McCarthy, number 24, the senior.
It's going to direct snap to Ellinger. You got your dogs in, and they're going to pound.
Here
the
we
dog
go.
pound.
Look at that formation. On 4th and 2, here's a snap. Following his blockers, he's got it and more. First down, Saints.
Not sure how you stop that, Sean.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I could put 12 Sean McBrides out there on defense right now, and you couldn't stop that.
I'd say 14. 1st and 10 for the Saints as they march deeper into Homestead territory. They're putting a drive together here now as the ball is resting at the 33-yard line of Homestead.
Uh-oh, yeah, they had too many in the huddle. I don't know if the white hats saw it.
Bunch package to the right. They flow right. Good penetration by Homestead. Trips him up, but he still falls forward for a little gain. Ellinger on the carry that time.
This has been a really nice drive. It's been a long drive. It's eating the clock up in the third quarter, and it's wearing out the Homestead defense. That Homestead defense is not going to be any more fresh in the fourth quarter.
Man, oh man, they've spent a lot of time on that field. Yeah. 2nd and 9 now for the Saints. Play action. Here it is. He's got pressure. He's got real pressure. The ball comes free. Homestead has it, drops it, still on the ground, and finally covers in Dwenger territory. We're going to catch the replay on that. That was a tremendously bad turn of events for the Saints as they were putting together a really nice drive, and the play action caused the fumble. Wow. Really tough that time for the Dwenger offense.
Trying to see if that was a corner blitz or what that was. We got to hustle this up. Here it goes. Nope, not going to get it.
Yeah, let's go back to live here as Homestead is back up on the ball. Will they try to go over the top is the question. Looks like he is back in. That is number 3, Carter Kennedy, split out wide. Hitch pattern to Kennedy. He's got it. Trying some man moves. Still on his feet. Gets swarmed over and stuffed after a gain of only a couple. Yeah, let's check in that play that caused the fumble there. Here's your air X-ray replay. He's got outside pressure, just trying to escape it, and great job by the defender to just come in and tomahawk that ball out of his hand.
Great play.
Yes. So gain of 2 by Homestead that time, on the catch by Kennedy. Here is a quarterback designed keeper, goes nowhere. Tackle for loss, back at the original line, or loss of 2 that time.
They tried that counter trade, which they used to run to perfection several years ago. I mean,
Sure.
It was just unstoppable.
That's right. Yeah.
But the point of attack, Xavier Dowdge, he stood his ground and would not allow them to kick him out or move him. And the back had no hole, and he had to stutter step, and then the defense closed.
That's right. By that time, no chance.
Great job by Dowdge there to just hold his ground, because that's a tough thing to do.
3rd and 10 and under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Homestead from the Dwenger 48. He's rolling. He's looking. He's looking. He's got pressure. Decides to tuck it and run, and he's going to get stuffed near the 45.
Is that Cooper Campbell, number 4? It is. Cooper Campbell.
Yeah.
Big stick there.
So the linebacker cleaned that one up, leaving them with a 4th and a long 6, and the punt team comes out.
No harm on the fumble.
No
there.
harm, not even a first down. So 3 and out, the Homestead Spartans go again. The punt team is on. Beckham Russell back there. Looks like his stature. Kick is away. Beautiful punt. Taken near the 5, fair caught.
Not sure why he's looking now. He's like, I should have ran that.
Yeah. Little cringe there.
That was
by
O'Keefe.
Beckham
Check
Russell.
that. No, that was O'Keefe, number 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so once again, the Saints defense comes up big, not allowing a first down for Homestead. They had to kick the ball away. But the Saints offense are now facing a long road to hoe as the quarter ends. We're going to step out for a 30-second break. When we come back, 12 more minutes of football. You're watching Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Friday nights in Fort Wayne mean one thing: Bishop Dwenger football.
Just like the Saints bring passion and dedication to the field, we bring the same to helping our customers find the perfect ride.
At Glimmer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we believe in building champions on the field, in the classroom, and on the road.
Built on tradition, fueled by determination, a community united in spirit.
So Bishop Dwenger, whether you're looking for a new car or to get your vehicle tuned up, you can always check us out on Coliseum Boulevard under the giant American flag, or always online at GlimmerDodge.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Go Cougars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is the start of the fourth quarter. Joe, you got a quick score update for us.
Yeah, Carroll on top of Snyder now 40-7.
Wow. Okay. Here come the Saints. 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Man in motion now. Here's a quick give around the left side. He's got some rushing room. Nice run that time by the Saints.
9-yard pickup on first down. Who's going to complain about that?
Somebody's down. I think it's the running back.
Cramping?
It might be worse than that.
Somebody's holding his leg up.
He was writhing in pain. I don't know that that's cramps.
Well, they're holding his.
Yeah, they're. Okay. Yeah, maybe it is just a cramp.
Cramps are painful, Sean. I don't know if you've ever had one.
Oh, every morning. Yeah.
Not from exercise?
Yeah.
From sleeping?
Yeah, something like that. You know, getting out of bed for me is it's a 3-day challenge. Yeah. Okay, so we have a player not getting stretched right now. Hopefully it is just cramps. And
who is it?
I can't see that number.
Colin Campbell.
Colin Campbell.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Well, he had a heck of a run that time, leaving them with a 2nd and long 2 coming up. We'll call it 2nd and 3. Campbell making his own way off of the field. Well, they'll get him hydrated, and he should be good to go here in a couple minutes. Okay, they wind the clock, and here come the Saints on 2nd and short. Split backs. Give to the second man through on the right side. He is stood up and stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Wow.
Boy, that looked like it was going to go for some yardage, and a great, I didn't get a number, but great tackle there by the Homestead defense to step in that hole and close it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might have been Nolan Rogers, number 41. Linebacker. Made
3rd
that
and
stop.
2. Here we go.
Boy, they could really use that first down here, because punting from here gives a very short field to Homestead. And it puts your defense back out on the field. They could use a breather. First man through the middle. He's got room. He's got the first down. And just shoestring tackle kept him from keep going. But they do move the chains.
Nice tackle there by number 18, Cutter Stockwell, a sophomore for Homestead.
Saints convert on 3rd and 2. Move the ball out to the 17-yard line here in the 4th quarter. Play action. He looks to throw. He's rolling, firing back towards the middle. He's got a crossing route. That's Beckham on the catch. Russell goes down near the 27-yard line.
I do love play action on first down.
Yes.
Another player down for Homestead.
That was a 10-yard pitch and catch. And we've got a timeout on the field for the Homestead player. Well, folks, Salvatore's Hospitality Group welcomes you to dine in any of their local family-owned restaurants. From tortellini to tacos to seafood to sliders, there's a place for everyone's taste at Salvatore's. Having sampled their fine cuisine up here in the box, I would agree.
Oh, I'm so happy every Friday when I come up here, and there's always food. And
yeah, exactly. I know you have to see me, but the food makes it worth it.
Yeah, it does. It actually does. So good. Hey,
I noticed you had to hesitate
I
there.
did.
What do you
East
got?
Noble over Leo, 35-7 right now.
Wow, East Noble. That's sectional 19. I tell you, that's going to be something. Okay, so they marked Russell just a yard shy, so it brings up 2nd and 1 for the Saints. Man in motion. Give to the second man through, left side, nothing there. Nothing happening. Great penetration by number 10 for Homestead.
2nd and short has not been good to us.
No. That was Anthony Fields on the stop for Homestead, back at the 25-yard line.
3rd down again. The only good news is we just keep eating clock, right?
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
I have the Saints down 2 out of 4 on 3rd down conversions in this half.
Well, the last one was big, and so let's see if, in fact, they can keep the drive alive. Split backs, 2 wide outs to the left side, 1 wide right. Here's a snap. Give to the second man through. Nothing there. Just stuffed right at the line for Ellinger.
Anthony Fields, linebacker, senior, on the stop. Punt team comes out.
That's it.
Hard to believe. 2nd and 2, and we can't get a yard in 2 plays.
I agree.
Good job for the Homestead Spartans there.
That's right. Okay, so the Saints have to kick this one away. Lucas Wynn back there.
You wonder, Sean, maybe next time it's 3rd and 1 or 2, they bring in the dog pound.
Right. He'll launch this from about his 13. High spiraling kick, short, and takes a Homestead bounce. So good field position coming up for the Spartans. See where they mark it. It'll be in between the 45 and 50 of Homestead. So it looks like they're going to take over 1st and 10 at the 47. Well, folks, OMSA is the local authority from wisdom teeth to Botox. When it comes to advanced specialty care, the surgeons at OMSA will give you the results you are looking for. That's OMSA and Diepenbrock Facial Cosmetic Surgery. 1st and 10 for Homestead. Can they put something together? He's got time in the pocket, throws, and it is nearly picked. Nearly picked. Trying to see that linebacker back there by number 7?
4. Colin Campbell.
Colin Campbell. All right. Gets those paws up there and knocks that ball down. Eight minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Homestead facing a 2nd and 10 off the incomplete pass. Blitz comes. He's getting chased. Backside throw and incomplete. Ellinger got to the quarterback, actually planted him after he threw it. No flag on the play. And the incompletion brings up, again, 3rd and 10.
Dangerous throw there for that Frieden.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw it about 35 yards sideways.
Yeah.
It was in the air a long time.
With a nice loft on it. Yeah. Dangerous throw. So perfectly executed blitz that time by the Saints causes that incomplete pass, and now the Homestead Spartans are facing a 3rd and 10. Here's a snap, play action. Look through the middle, he's sacked. Sacked hard. 3 Saints got to him right at the same time. Oh, my goodness.
Hayden Ellinger was out there like he was going to cover the inside slot receiver, and he blitzed, and he cut inside. And he didn't come from the outside. He cut up the middle and laid it on Frieden.
Here's a great look at that replay from the sidelines.
Watch where Ellinger comes from. Oh, you don't see it in this view.
There he comes, just comes streaking in right there, along with number 24 and Henry. My goodness. Yeah, Gunnar McCarthy in there as well. Great job, defense. On 4th and forever, they punt this one away. They almost get to him. Flag comes out, and the punt is going to be touched up near the 27-yard line. So that's going to be running into the kicker. I don't think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
If it's roughing, if it's first down. If it's not.
He was already on the ground when he slid into the kicker. So let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
It's automatic first down.
Wow.
A roughing penalty is automatic.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I wasn't on the field, but from what I saw, I might have to disagree with that one. No? Okay. Weren't able to capture that replay to get a second look. So, anyway, they are across the midfield stripe into Dwenger territory with a fresh set of downs. Here comes Homestead. They check off. Look for the play with 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the contest. Plenty of time. Airs it out. Far side of the field. Nobody home. Incomplete. Looks like somebody lost the bonnet. Yep.
O'Keefe in coverage over there, I believe, on the far side.
That's interesting. That's Henry Shaw, the starter. He's a junior. He's the center. So let's see if number 71 is a good snapper for the Homestead Spartans.
He's a junior.
On 2nd and 10. Linebackers back off. Delayed blitz. Here comes Henry. They throw it to the flats. He's got a man. Pushed out of bounds. Shy of the first down. but a gain of about 8.
Flag on the field here at
Is
midfield.
there?
Holding. Looks like holding on the offense.
Here comes the call from the official.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Second down.
All right, 2nd and 20 coming up for Homestead. So again, Joe, just when you think they had a spark and a good play, mistakes. And I know for a fact that the Dwenger defense wants to leave those 3 points on the board and nothing more. I mean, what a feather in your cap, Joe, when you think about it. Holding Carroll to 6 and then holding Homestead to 3, 2 weeks in a row. My goodness.
Homestead offense has minus 10 yards in the game.
Wow. On 2nd and 20, he looks to throw. He's got pressure. He's still in trouble and finally wound down near the 39-yard line.
Just swarming.
That's all there is to it. Casey Piper getting
Filthy.
up off the carpet.
Just filthy.
Yeah. Wow. 3rd and looks to be about 24 now for the Homestead Spartans.
The only first downs for Homestead tonight have come through penalties.
Yeah.
That's it. Here they come.
Pressure from the edge, a little screen through the middle, nowhere. Great job by that defense to stay home and snuff out that little middle screen. Just back to the line of scrimmage. Punt team comes on. Saints ready to receive. Maybe that's O'Keefe back there. Okay, super, thank you, Caden. Kick is away, it's a wobbler, shy, goes out of bounds, no chance for a return. And still the Saints are gonna have really good field position. Looks to be about the 37-yard line if the official marks it where he's standing. All right, so 5:34 to go.
23-yard punt, Sean.
Yeah. Folks, just a reminder that Closet Concepts is a local family-owned company offering storage solutions for over 30 years. They are proud supporters of our Catholic schools and Saints athletics. That's Closet Concepts. And again, folks, we're going to take a couple weeks off. We are back in 3 weeks. The remaining schedule for the Saints looks like at Northrop, at Lures, then a home game against Snyder, and finally finishing up here at Shields Field for the regular season action with South Side.
Sean, Homestead has minus 10 yards of offense. The Saints have 214. Just a little surprising it's still 15-3.
I agree, yeah.
I mean, it's just,
yeah.
The game has been played really in the middle of the field this half.
I agree.
Saints can't seem to get the momentum going. You think they do, and then Homestead's defense steps up.
That's right. They get 1 first down, maybe 2, and then, yeah.
Henry Jordan's only thrown 2 passes in this half.
What's going on? Coach Garrett's out on the field near the numbers. He's trying to bring somebody over. Something going on here. Is the official going to make an announcement?
Looks like one of the chain gang maybe had an issue there.
Oh, Jody Bentley coming out to talk to Coach Garrett.
Maybe it's a case of the stomach flu, but it looks like one of them's going to leave the game.
Okay. Okay, so, yeah, we still have a timeout on the field. Don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe John can go down there and find out maybe some details or maybe not. Some things we can say, some things we can't.
Hey, Sean, I could overhear a little bit. It sounds like an issue with the chain gain. Couldn't get a lot of details.
Okay.
Issues.
Well, if anyone's going to have issues, it's probably going to be the chain gang. I'm just saying. Okay, let's recap where we're at. It is second down for the Saints, 2nd and 7 coming up. 5:04 to go. Clock is running. Jordan from the shotgun. Here's a quick pitch. Great coverage, good speed, and great pursuit by Homestead. Huge tackle for loss there. Defender was in the backfield at the pitch and just nowhere to go.
Another Spartan cramping up down
Wow. Timeout on the field. Let's take a look at that run, or lack of, I should say. At the pitch, number 5 was just right there. Got a hold of him, waited for his buddies to come, and wrangled him up. So heads-up play there by Kane Nancaro, number 5 for Homestead. And again, it looks like Austin Handel, number 7, was the young man who had the cramping issue. Runs back to the huddle. Seems to be okay now. Good to see. But the sack, or the tackle for loss, is not good for the Saints. The ball is all the way back at the 29-yard line. They need to get to the 46 for a first down. So they are facing officially a third and forever. Call it 16.
The last 3 third downs prior to this one were 2 yards, 2 yards, and 2 yards for the Saints, and they only converted on one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Trips package to the right side, 1 wide left. Here's a snap. Checks off. Screen. Through the middle. Getting north and south. He's got the first down and more. Beautiful play call by the Saints.
Looked like Ellinger made the catch.
From the backfield, I believe. Takes it all the way out to the 43-yard line. A huge third down conversion for the Saints.
Love the play call.
Yeah, absolutely do. Here's another look at it, Joe. Yeah, Ellinger creeps up like he's going to block, and then he turns around and catches the ball. Great run after the catch. 1st and 10 for the Saints, near the midfield stripe. Draw play through the middle. He's got room. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. Breaking tackles and shredding the defense is number 23, Ellinger. All right, they take that ball down to the 32-yard line. More than enough for a first down for the Saints. Here's the replay for you. Perfectly executed draw right through the middle. Shakes 1, shakes 2. Third one gets him near the 30-yard line. So, again, at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Man in motion. Russell curls back around. Quarterback keeper looking for some room. Not much there.
10 wasn't fooled.
For Henry Jordan.
Anthony Fields not fooled. Stayed home, did a nice job there.
Just over 3 minutes to go in this contest. On some real nice chunk plays on the ground, the Saints are putting a nice drive together here in the 4th quarter. Another draw. They are not fooled. Ellinger tried to spin out of a tackle and could not. That's going to be another tackle for loss for the Homestead defense.
Timeout, Homestead. Obviously, the Homestead defense is basically saying you're not going to run the ball on us.
Yep.
You're going to have to throw. They're giving you some some options out there in the passing game, but they are bringing it. They're tired of the running game.
That they are.
They're not fearing the passing game. They're bringing it. I got some updates.
Let's do some updates.
You asked for it. You got it. East Noble 42-20 over Leo. Carroll 47-14. Thumping on Snyder. That's a thumping.
Yeah, it is.
Northrop 41-6 over Concordia. The Knights from Bishop Lures ahead of Northside 21-14. Southside blanking Wayne 21-0. New Haven throttling Norwell 42-7. Huntington North up 30 on Belmont 42-12. And West Noble still leading Fairfield 35-14.
Let's check in downstairs with John Kelty. John, what do you have for us?
Hey, I just wanted to add on to what Joe said. Northside just scored against Lures, so that is tied going deep into the third quarter.
Wow, okay. Northside, okay.
There's a little rivalry there.
Oh, yeah. On 3rd and 15 for the Saints. Man in motion. Here's a snap. Give to Ellinger. Going around the left side. Flag comes out. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get about 10 yards on the carry, but this one may be coming back. Might be holding on the edge.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
All right. So they will take the yards instead of declining. Because actually that puts them in Lucas Wynn's territory. If they leave the 4th down, 4th and 6, Lucas could punch that in for 3.
Well, I bet Homestead's going to be ready for the screen.
Yep.
After the last one. Not going to be surprised here if the Saints just play it safe, run the ball, let Lucas Wynn punt it inside the put it inside the 20.
Yeah. Leave it up to the defense.
Leave it up to the defense with 2 minutes to go here in this one.
Saints on 3rd and long. Give right through the middle. Breaking it outside. Still on his feet inside the 40 is Ellinger as he trips up near the 38-yard line.
37-47.
Another timeout on the field.
54-yarder.
They're going to let him try? We're going to find out after this break. We'll step out for a 30-second break. When we come back, the Saints are facing a 4th and long. This is Bishop Dwenger football on the Saints Sports Network.
Life together is a beautiful and unique journey. From unforgettable moments to sharing an everlasting love. Create a one-of-a-kind ring that captures your story at Peter Franklin Jewelers.
It was Doug Henry.
Classic. Was it really? Hey, we are back live here, ladies and gentlemen. It is 4th quarter action. Just under 2 minutes to go in this contest. Saints are facing a 4th and 15 now.
Look for a pooch punch, Sean.
Yeah, I see the offense is still on the field here. And I would imagine Henry Jordan's just going to pooch one and try and pin him deep. Standing pretty close for a pooch punt.
There you go.
Okay. There we go.
Gosh,
he muffs it.
Ellinger stepped right in front of him.
He stepped right in front of him, and it's picked up by number 9, Nick Brown for Homestead. So much for pinning him deep. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I sense some wind sprints in the future.
I bet they work on that this week.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right idea.
Oh, yeah.
Poor execution.
Homestead takes over. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line with 1:52 remaining. No timeouts left for the Spartans. Here's thought he was going to connect on that skinny post, and it went right through his hands. Intended receiver that time was Evan England. Second and 10. Looks to throw again. Pressure comes. He gets it away on the crossing route, and he's still on his feet. He's at the 50 and gets knocked down close to the stick near the 49. Clock continues to tick, and he is shy of the first down by about a yard. 3rd and 1 now for Homestead. No timeouts remaining. Here's a snap. Looks to throw. Fires through the middle. He's got his man, and he is stuck near the 45-yard line. That will be enough to stop the clock to move the chain.
Sean, you said it right. 3, Carter Kennedy is his man.
That's his guy, yeah. Here they go on 1st and 10. Airs it out to the flats. Comeback route. He's got his man, and he is stopped inbounds with no chance to stop the clock near the 38-yard line.
Yeah, you probably want to get somebody in Kennedy's face and put somebody over the top because that's the only person he's looking at.
That's right.
You're giving him a 10-yard cushion. He's going to just.
2nd and 7. Goes back to the flats, and this time he gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock and move the chains. The mark it at the 33 of Dwenger with 51 seconds remaining. Sounds like a lot of time, but it's not when you don't have any timeouts. On 1st and 10. Looks left, doesn't have it. Rolls right, pressure. Incomplete pass. Heads up play by Frieden that time, just to throw the ball away and preserve the clock. On 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. Looks to throw over the middle and incomplete. No
flag.
Late flag. Oh, my goodness. I think O'Keefe may have had his hand on the jersey. Or is that Zent? Might have been Zent. Anyway, flag's out.
Holding. Defense. A 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
All right, there's your call. So the drive continues for Homestead as they get closer to the red zone. Put this one at the 22-yard line. Kennedy wide out right. Play action. Throws again over the middle, over the head, and incomplete of his intended receiver that time. Looking for number 24, Braylon Wimes. The incomplete pass stops the clock with 34.7 seconds remaining.
Saints could use a sack here.
They could. The sack will basically end the game. Here's the throw out to the flats. Incomplete again, going for Wimes. He was covered. Probably would not have been much after the catch. But the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 10 with 31 seconds remaining. Big down or two here for Homestead. Looking left, firing left into the end zone, and he has nobody there and incomplete. Well, they need to get down to the 12 for a first down, Joe. 4th and 10
Yep.
now coming up.
Frieden is 7 of 21 for 33 yards.
Wow. On 4th and 10. Fires, nearly picked and incomplete. He was throwing to a different place than his receiver was, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Saints are going to kneel down, and this is going to be the ball game right here. The 4th and 10 conversion did not work, and the Bishop Dwenger Saints are going to leave their home stadium with another proud W, 15-3 over the Homestead Spartans.
A lot of fun to watch, that defense.
It is.
A lot of fun.
It is. Really fun.
Frieden came into the game completing, well over 50% of his passes, and we held him 7 of 22.
Saints will advance to 4-1 on the season, as Homestead will drop to 3-2. And that's going to do it for our coverage tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stick around after the handshake and get the thoughts of Coach Jason Garrett and ease our way into the post-game show with stats from Joe Wharton and updates from around the area. So please don't go anywhere. Lots more to talk about. We're going to step out for a 30-second break, and the post-game show is up after that. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.
From Italian classics at Salvatore's to sizzling fajitas and bold margaritas at El Azteca, premium steaks seared to perfection at Shorty's, or the freshest seafood at Paula's on Main, and of course, the iconic Powers Slider. Proud to be locally owned and operated, the Salvatore's Restaurant Group provides unique dining experiences crafted with passion right here in Fort Wayne. Wherever you join us, it's always our family serving yours.
We are back live, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm proud to announce that the Bishop Dwenger Saints have defeated the Homestead Spartans 15-3 here at Shields Field for homecoming. So it's been a great night for the kids on the field and, of course, the kids in the stands as well. Another signature win for the Saints, specifically a signature win for the Saints defense. They really came up tonight, and again, 2 weeks in a row, holding Carroll to 6 points and then holding Homestead to 3 points. Just an amazing job by that stout and steely Bishop Dwenger defense, and the offense doing their job, special teams doing their job as well. Just a great amount of effort all the way around tonight. Getting ready to head down to the sidelines with John Kelty, who I believe has Coach Jason Garrett. John, we are ready for you if you are. Take it away.
Thanks, Sean. Here with head coach Jason Garrett. Eventually, we'll run out of things to say about this defense. 4 out of 5 games, no touchdowns.
Right. Amen.
Talk about that senior leadership and the coaching staff, the scheme, all the time that goes, all the time goes into this defense.
Well, first of all, Coach Nepper and the staff. I mean, that's what that's about. You know, it's been a 2-year process for 8 or 9 of those guys, and so thanks to everybody for being patient with all the outcomes, because I think you're seeing the fruit. Guys that know what they're doing, they're flying around, they're disguising things, they're playing physical. I don't know how many sacks we had, tackles for loss, but that's a fruit of, playing the great schedule that we played, and couldn't be prouder of Coach Nepper and those guys. I mean, win championships with defense like that.
Amen.
Amen.
O-line. It seems like this offense has found its groove running the football past few games.
Coming around, definitely.
Talk about that O-line.
Well, I mean, it's back-to-back weeks. We've won the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That's championship football. So they know the challenge every week to win the line of scrimmage. They did it again tonight. We overcame a lot of adversity. That's football. But, we'll meet out here. Just couldn't be prouder. I mean, it's physicality. It's Bishop Dwenger football, baby.
Amen.
Let's go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Enjoy it.
All right, John, great stuff. Thank you so much for all your efforts tonight down there, John. Couldn't do it without you. So good stuff that way. And for everybody here, we're going to hand things over to Joe Wharton, who's got some numbers on the game.
Wow, really interesting numbers, Sean. Yeah. First downs, Homestead had 2. Bishop Dwenger had 13. Third down efficiency, Homestead was 0 for 22 on third down. The Saints were 6 out of 17. Total yards, Bishop Dwenger 258, and 17 total yards for Homestead. 7 of 23 Frieden was for the Homestead Spartans on completions. Henry Jordan, 6 of 14. Rushing, minus 16 yards for Homestead. 211 rushing yards for the Saints. Saints ran the ball 48 times, guys. 48 times, 22 carries for Homestead. Yards per rush, just about 4.5 yards per rush for your Saints. Negative 0.7 yards per carry for Homestead. Just really a dominating performance. I guess my concern would be, Sean, you get, Saints have to be able to sustain a drive.
Sure.
They have to be able to finish. You would think with that much disparity in stats that the score wouldn't be 15-3.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, they have to be able to. They don't seem to have the offense that's going to play from behind the chains. They got to try to limit the negative plays, right? You got to get those 3-4 yards of play. Maybe a little more balance. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But, you'd like to see them be able to put this Homestead team away. And to Homestead's credit, they wouldn't let them.
That's right.
They kept playing tough.
Around.
Their defense kept coming.
They did.
Kept coming. No matter how many guys went down with cramps, they kept coming.
They did, absolutely. And killed some critical third down opportunities for the Saints more often than not.
Some third and twos.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Saints couldn't get them.
No, yeah. So again, hard-fought game by both sides, but again, hats off to the Saints. I don't know that Homestead has anything to be embarrassed about whatsoever. They played a hard-fought game, and, their defense did what they possibly could do. So, the tail's in the numbers and the score. So that's where we're at. Yeah, absolutely. So final thoughts, we're working on offense. Defense is spectacular. Special teams, can't say enough. That's where I'm at with the Saints right now.
No, I agree. The offense still has to continue to make steps, take steps. You want to see Henry Jordan continue to gain confidence. But this defense and special teams, they are lights out.
They are lights out. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Everybody, can't thank you enough for hanging around with us and enjoying this evening. Special thanks to the entire staff of the Saint Sports Network. It starts at the top with our executive director and producer, Katie Slee. Our director tonight is Brian Gillett. Caden Linder is our assistant director. Our floor director is Terry Daisy. On the Crow's Nest camera is Rick Sosenheimer. Our sideline camera is run by Joe Romy. Our sideline reporter is Mr. John Kelty. For Joe Wharton, I'm Sean McBride, wishing you all a good night. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the sidelines. This is Bishop Dwenger Football on the Saints Sports Network.